I see.
The only potential reason would be performance anxiety, but I have to get over that. Let's go.
Hey! Performance anxiety. Excuse me. I think I might be coming down with the coronavirus.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't give it to me.
I will do my best.
Yes. Update your.
I'm immediately leaving this.
Witcher 1 game soundtrack. Let's play the Witcher soundtrack. It's only an hour long. That's weird.
Short game.
Yeah. It's just on a loop.
It's just the Superman guy going, fuck.
There we go. Nice atmosphere.
I was very confused.
Singing lady. Thanks for the atmosphere, lady.
I think they got him turned way down.
Yeah, I don't hear anything.
Somehow muted.
No, user volume's fine.
Oh, RhythmBot isn't playing it. Why isn't RhythmBot playing it?
Oh, shit. So now having RhythmBot up to 200% when you get it working. Okay, all right, I'm good. Back down to 50%.
What the hell, RhythmBot? Could not find tracks from mix. The fuck does that even mean, RhythmBot? Jesus.
Well, there was a mix that has tracks, but it can't find them, I think.
Oh, you're probably right.
That's how you can tell I'm a programmer of computers.
It does.
I can interpret error messages.
It's all coming together now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's play Witcher 2 instead then.
There we go.
I hear the sounds.
Did you guys see that Halo CE Anniversary was released into the Master Chief Collection? Yes, Smoothie, and I've already installed it. It was 6.5 gigabytes for the campaign and 0.1 gigabytes for the multiplayer.
I need to do that.
All right, down to 20% with you. Oh, that's too far. 29.
This is an intense song that we're starting out with right off the bat. I apologize, everyone.
Yes. It's a perfect song for a recap.
I think Shale
last
should do the
week's
recap.
Exciting events.
Shale was the star last time. With all his awesome stealth rolls.
Right. He at least didn't just kind of sidle over to the side of the path and look at the trees. And hope.
We fought stuff. And we won.
Great recap. Great.
I actually don't really remember what we did. Not enough to give a recap, anyway.
So we took the wagon with the tied up goblin back to the cave where we initially captured him. We moved all the supplies down to the mouth of the cave and stacked them up in the entrance with the oxen inside. And we camouflaged the entrance so that no one will find the entrance to the cave and therefore all the goods that we owe to the Blue Lion people. And then the goblin and we traveled further north and then east into the woods, and we encountered a couple of goblin sentries who were apparently walking a trail somewhere, and convinced them that we were just lost. And they bought it, so they left. And then as we continued into the woods, we found Cragmaw, I think it's Cragmar? Castle. Yeah, Cragmaw Castle. And we observed it from every conceivable angle while we still had daylight to see with. And Milo snuck up and did a close examination of a door on, I believe, the south wall, and found it locked, but we think that's probably our point of ingress, because the main door on the west wall is a little too obvious. That's what I remember.
Sounds about right.
Seems pretty good to me. Go ahead and give yourself an inspiration.
All right. See, that could have been you, Shale. You could have had inspiration.
Could have been you.
I know. I gotta, try to remember stuff better.
I'm just going to throw it out there. I mean, you don't have to do it, but some people take notes.
No, I do. Sometimes.
You kind of give a pass due to the likely sleep deprivation.
That's true.
All right, so hopefully you guys are loading into Cragmaw Castle
Yeah.
map.
Yeah.
So as the light of the day begins to dim, the sun is starting to get pretty low, big guy. You find yourself south of Cragmaw Castle, tucked into the tree line a little bit. Milo has just returned from checking on what looked like a little passageway into the back of the castle. He found that indeed it is a passageway to a door that is, it's a wooden door. It's heavily banded. It's a very strong door, and it is locked.
I have thieves' tools.
Yeah, you do.
I can pick in the block. Or at least I will attempt if I can get near the door.
You can do that because you're a rogue. The thieves' tools. Fuck what? Thieves' tools. Here we go. Thieves with an apostrophe on the end. I think proficiency with the thieves' tools and the fact that you have thieves' tools gives you.
It lets you add your proficiency bonus to your dexterity check to pick the lock.
That sounds right.
So, what do you want to do?
So you're
I think we
proficient with
should
thieves'
ask-
tools. You can pick the lock with a DC 15 dexterity check. Your DM may decide that better locks are available for higher. Oh, well, never mind. How's this lock? Is it a DC 15 lock?
I just don't know. Those words don't mean anything to me.
So are we all sitting like where we're showing on the map then, just right by the door?
I mean,
No.
You're in the
Still
tree
alive.
line.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You went back to the group, presumably told them what you saw, and everyone
saw
else
things.
decided what to do.
Well,
I
I
think
am
we'll-
willing to go and attempt to pick the lock once it is convenient for not being seen.
Yeah, I think maybe the rest of us should just go hide, right up behind that wall there, while you sneak around the corner and pick the lock, and then signal to us that it's open, and then we can all come in.
So you're doing the special forces approach?
Yeah.
All right, everybody roll stealth.
Well, until it doesn't work.
I had an idea before we stealth in there.
Oh.
I want to ask Yunk if he thinks he could get in through that door.
Oh, with his feathers.
With his feathers and his possible familiarity. Like maybe he's been here before and could convince them that to let him in.
Well, we kind of talked through the possibility of using
Oh, did
Yunk
we?
as a deception-based approach, and we decided that him with 4 dwarves and humans and halflings trailing behind him as like captives or something was not plausible. But
Well, he could maybe get the door open and we're like hiding where they wouldn't.
so
be able to see us.
if we can get in undetected without starting a conversation with a bunch of goblins and shit, I'd really
I
like to do
suppose.
that.
Yeah,
I'd like to get in
All right.
without anyone knowing we're there.
let's do that.
All right, so everybody, assuming you want to be sneaky on your approach to the castle and not just run across and like banging your shield, sword against your shield,
I want
go
to be
ahead
so
and-
stealthy.
give me a dexterity or a stealth roll. I'm gonna see if I can get to this guy's character sheet.
Oh,
This guy being Yunk, that is.
Yes, I did it.
such a good stealth roll. Good job.
Yunk beat me.
Grigor should wait in the bushes.
I
We
tried
all-
rolling down the hill.
Yeah,
So,
how does his 4 manifest itself? Does he wait until we're at the castle to start screaming, or can we stop and say, "Dude, shut the fuck up and stay here for a second"?
well, so Milo is heading his way in. I take it. What is the order in which everyone else would like to be plastered up against the wall?
I'll be first.
I should be in front of Derek for sure.
Not with that stealth roll.
Okay, I'm over here now.
Something like this. Grigor goes clanking his way on up to, I don't know, about here. No.
We're going to the front door, right? Clank, clank, clank.
So Milo crawls his way up to the door. The rest of you get yourselves into a ready position, hiding against the wall. Grigor doesn't realize that as he's kind of sliding along the wall, his, what are you wearing, ring mail?
Yeah.
Is up against the wall and just the sparks are flying.
The grass is starting
Stop
on
it!
fire.
Yeah, Derek is stomping on the sparks as they hit the dry grass. So Milo, give me a dexterity check +2 for your proficiency with your thieves' tools.
So how do I add the 2?
Well, you can just roll dexterity and we'll do the hard math ourselves.
Oh, it's almost an 18.
Yeah, it was almost an 18.
Oh man.
So you're working on the lock for a bit. It's a good lock. It's an old lock, but it's in good shape. Being kind of in this little alcove has protected this door and the lock mechanism from the elements. A few minutes pass, and you're striking out. You're not able to get it. You feel like
He's yelling at his dog.
you feel like you might be able to get it if you try a little longer.
Okay.
Piero
That
sticks his
means
face around the
roll
corner
again.
and goes, "Are you done yet?"
So I will attempt to roll again. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, go ahead and roll again.
Slightly, but not a lot.
Nice.
So this is a lock. This lock has multiple tumblers in it, which is kind of unique for the area and the time period for how old this castle is. But it is proving to be pretty difficult for you. You've gotten closer this time, but more time has passed, and you haven't quite been able to get the door unlocked.
You got 7 tumblers, but there it turns out there's like 15. So
Yeah, right.
We'll give it. We'll give her the old college try.
So
Piero
the thing
sticks
that's
his face around the corner and goes, "Are you done yet?"
Almost.
What's
So
your
the
what's
thing-
your what's
the
your
thing-
proficiency bonus?
2.
So the thing to know about something like this is, as time passes, obviously there's always the increased possibility of, say, a guard or somebody on patrol. But at this time, as this I don't know, let's say 5 minutes, as you work your way through tumblers 11, 12, and 13, which you now realize are actually there, you feel click, and the lock turns over, and you can tell now that the door is unlocked.
13
I peek my-
tumblers. What
got it.
must that key look
Good job,
like?
Milo.
Good job, Milo!
Grigor comes around the corner, like clanging his battle axe and his javelins together,
Stealth!
stamping on
Where
the
does it,
stone.
just quick
step.
question though. Where does it say my proficiency? Oh, there, 2. Okay, I get it. Because next to my thieves' tools, it says pro with a 7 underneath it, like in the actual part on my page.
I didn't actually look at your character. Let me find your character sheet.
Like it says my normal proficiency bonus is 2, but like down by the thieves' tools, it says there's a 7.
It probably means
What happens if
that's-
you? What happens if you click on that? Let's find out.
Rolls thieves' tools.
Oh.
Oh, it does. Holy fucking shit! Look at that equation.
Ah!
So I should have just rolled that then.
Apparently.
The hell is
Well,
that
that's
equation?
Well, so it'd be
Wow, that's a lot.
dexterity plus 3 plus perception would be 4. Well, plus your proficiency would be 4, 5. I don't know where the
It says
additional
the plus
2
7
is
on the
coming
end there.
from. Yeah, I'm not sure that. Whoops, that's me rolling it for you.
Good job.
Anyway, nothing bad happened, and the door got unlocked.
Okay.
So we'll figure that one out later.
Just in the future for
I
future
did it!
reference if we have to do it.
Yeah. So next time you have to unlock a door, just type that in.
Yeah. I'll just hit my thieves tools button.
Or that. Yeah. I didn't think to check to see if you actually had a thieves tools button. But all right, door unlocked. What now?
Hey guys, I got the door unlocked.
Okay.
What do you want me to do now?
Go in and kill everyone.
All right, I'll be right back.
Piero's gonna sneak his way in.
Do you want to sneak your way in before me, or should I?
No. You're the sneaky one. I'm just the sneaky
Well,
one.
I'm gonna slightly, crack the door open enough that I can maybe stick my head in and look around a little bit.
All right, so you do that.
Was there any sort of window in the door?
There was not.
Okay.
That would have been pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
The goblin's been watching you this whole time.
So you peek your head in, and you see that this door opens onto a bit of a corridor. Off to the left is a doorway, or the west is a doorway, and at the north end, this thing here.
There's a squiggly.
It's a snake.
It indicates a giant snake. No, it's a curtain. That's a curtain.
Oh, convenient.
On the toward the end of the corridor on the west and east sides is rubble. That again, this is a castle that at one point in time had 7 towers. All of the upper levels have kind of collapsed in on themselves. But from what you're scouting around the outside of the castle told you, the main level seems to be mostly intact, but here you're seeing some of the rubble that has kind of crumbled down on itself. It's not really passable. It's just a wall.
Okay. All right. Well, I tell Piero that's what I see.
All right.
So the wall to our south is this? Are we in a corridor, or is it just a wall I can look over and see Grigor and Derek and Yunk?
I don't know. It's kind of like a little alcove.
Okay. So
that's it's not a railing. It's a.
All right. So Piero, if Grigor pokes his head around, Piero will gesture. Otherwise, Piero is going to come down here and gesture and say, "Come on."
Hello.
Do we hear any activity in these arrow slits here? By the way, on this south wall?
I don't know. Give me a perception check.
I would have asked for a perception check, but you told me if I ever mentioned the word perception check, you would do something nasty to my character.
Ooh. Well, he would just go over there and roll dice.
Oh yeah,
which would probably not be helpful for you.
19.
A 19.
That's
So yeah,
pretty good.
sitting underneath the window, under the arrow slit, which by the way is 10 feet above the ground.
Okay.
So walking past it, you don't actually make a shadow or anything like that. What you hear is kind of the clanging of crockery and some low guttural voices. They seem to be arguing about something.
What do the guttural voices sound like?
Guttural. They sound guttural.
Like a gutter.
Yeah, it's like a gutter.
Gutterish, yeah.
They sound a lot like Yunk and his buddies when they were eating supper in the hideout.
So there's a lot of necks involved.
Necks. Yes, lots of neck-based fighting.
All right. So if we go inside, can I check out the floor directly beneath this door here and see if there's been a lot of traffic there, or if this door is generally left closed?
Sure. Give me a perception check.
Ho-hoo!
22.
So you see that this is a crumbled castle. There's lots of dust on the floor. Nobody's been sweeping for a while, and yes, there's a rather well-worn path through the dust going from the west, that door on the west, up and through the curtain to the north.
Okay. So we can't just walk past to this door and assume we're safe. I don't know. What do you think? Should we check out the curtain first, or check out this door first?
Well, can you hear anything through the door?
Well,
I feel like
presumably
if
the same thing I
there's-
heard through that arrow slit over there. I think this is the kitchen or the
Oh,
Yeah, if there's crockery and arguments, they're probably not like ready to have a fight.
True.
So I
we
think
could
if
we could we could
surprise
burst in
them
there and murder them.
Yeah.
Do you want me to... Yeah. Well, should I go up and see if it seems like the door is... I'm assuming that one's probably unlocked.
It's an interior door, so...
Yeah.
Is there even a lock on the door?
There is not.
Okay.
Given your 22 perception check on the floor, I will assume you also noticed that there is a door. It's just a plain wooden door. There doesn't seem to be anything special about it. And no, there is no lock on it.
Okay, so we have two options. We can either burst through that door, probably make a bunch of noise, killing whichever goblins are in that room, and whatever else. Or we can continue north through the curtain and see if we can make our way into the castle.
We take as long of a time as being secretive as possible.
Well, then let's check out the curtain first.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay, so do you want to do it as the stealthy one?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
And so you're sneaking forward, and tell me what you're doing, Milo.
I'm just slowly, well, I guess I'm slowly working my way forward, just looking very cautiously every time I take a step.
Give me a perception check.
Bing.
Hey! It's a snake!
You're pretty sure you're in a castle.
Nice.
This floor seems unnatural.
You rolled persuasion. Are you going to persuade
Oh, did I? Oh, nice.
that curtain to open?
Well,
Roll
roll
perception
perception.
instead. Hey, that's better.
That's a whole lot better.
I'm gonna persuade the snake to stand down.
You're not only are you sure you're in a castle, but these tumble down walls and the way the traffic pattern in the dust is, like you're positive there's no like traps or anything to worry about.
Okay.
At least up to the curtain.
Okay. Well, then I work my way up to the curtain and just listen. I listen first.
Is there light passing through the curtain? Like, can we see something on the other side, or is it pretty opaque?
No, it's actually, there is no light coming from behind the curtain, and in fact, it's actually rather dim in here. It's not dark, but if as you may look closely at the map, you'll see there's no windows or anything in this area. The only light that is making it in is the light that's kind of bouncing its way through the door you just came through.
Dark place.
Yeah. I'm listening first by the curtain to see if I can hear anything beyond it.
You hear nothing.
Okay.
Would you like me to get up towards the front because I can see kind of better?
That's a good idea,
Yeah.
especially as we get farther in.
So
See if-
He teleported through the wall.
as you do that, what's Yunk up to?
I told him to follow me.
All right. He is obediently, at least for now, seems to be obediently following you wherever you tell him to go.
Okay.
I'll kind of get out of the way and let Derek get up by the curtain and see if he wants to slightly
So,
open it and peek through.
Can I clamber up the boulders at all to see around it, or is it just
No. This is it's just the wall is crumbled down.
Okay.
It's not passable.
Okay. Then I would like to peek around the sheet.
All right.
Who said sheet? It's a curtain of beef.
Yes, it is a beef curtain, actually.
Beef curtain.
I would like to part the beef curtains.
You need to be a little more gentle with them if you want to do that. Let's see here. How can I do this? You guys like this? All right. So you peek through the curtain of beef, and you see that the corridor just kind of continues. And I don't know how well you guys can see this. Let me see if. Yeah, and so to the west, this is kind of like a four-way crossing of corridors. To the west, there's a door. To the east, there's a door. And to the north, there is another curtain.
I think we keep going. Go to the next curtain.
Go across the
We've
curtain.
had luck with
Okay.
curtains so far.
Send the
It's
stealthy one
easier to deal
first.
with.
Okay, stealthy one. Go.
Sneaky, sneaky.
I've got my bow out, and it's not. I don't have an arrow knocked, but it's pointed at Yunk, just in case.
Okay.
All right, I'm at the second curtain. I would like to listen again.
Give me a perception check. You hear nothing.
Okay.
Derek, come here.
Dwarf up.
Okay, scoot out of the way. Okay. I'm gonna peek behind the curtain.
Yunk is hot on your tail. On your heels. Tail, heels.
I don't have a tail, but thank you.
Just the way your beard wraps
You,
around.
you
it.
can
It's like,
see this is one of the towers. And as you all seem to suspect, but your characters were not perceptive enough to notice, straight north, there is another. I don't know why they used a different figure for this, but there's like a canvas hanging to disguise an opening in the wall.
Oh.
Oh, that outer bit. Okay.
Yeah, the
Right.
little-
Yeah.
That's why the path, right? To the east is another door.
I think we should consolidate in that room because it's right at an exit,
Yeah.
So
and
we
then
can fall out if
maybe check out the east door.
Yeah.
Okay, if
Now,
we
it
get in
looks
trouble,
like
we can
that
flee from
part
there.
of the castle's bigger, so we should
Right.
be. I would be surprised if there be something in that
Clank,
towerish area.
clank.
Krieger comes clanking along.
Glonk, glonk, glonk.
Clank, clank. Probably shouldn't have worn the metal boots today.
They make my calves look good.
They do. So this is probably a good time to mention that going forward, as your helpful and charming dungeon master, I am going to remind you a couple of times that you can search rooms. But you need to tell me that you want to search the room. And the more specific you are, the more likely it is to be successful.
Okay.
Or
Well, you
I
haven't
would
mentioned any barrels or crates yet, but I do see them on the map.
I would like to search among the boxes near me.
Oh, so let me give you a little description of this room.
Thank
This
you.
tower has almost completely collapsed, although the ground floor still has a little open space. Rotting crates and ancient barrels show that provisions were once stored here. A heavy curtain blocks a crumbling area to the south, and an intact door leads east. To the north, a short passage through the rubble ends before a screen of canvas. That's that little curvy thing.
Kirby. Got
So
it.
you want to walk back and look at the other room?
Is there anything in particular we're hoping to find in these crates and barrels?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's why we're checking them.
You
But
want to
the more
search
specific we can be, the more success
I would
we're
like
likely
to
to have.
check the crates near me on the west side.
Give me a perception check.
I would love to.
Those are some nasty, ugly, rotten crates. You otherwise don't find anything of interest, that is.
What
Okay.
does the traffic pattern of the dust appear to look like in this room?
Oh, that's a good question. Roll perception.
With a +5, because your question was so good.
Wow, that's good. So there's not a whole lot of traffic from the way that you went. It seems that you guys coming through the curtain to the south, you left some tracks in the dust. There is, however, a somewhat worn path going from the eastern door to the canvas secret exit to the north.
I don't think that this dilapidated castle inhabited by goblins is likely to have too many values stashed away, the valuables,
Yeah.
but I could be wrong. I
That's
don't
how
want
I
to spend
think.
I don't want to spend a ton of time here searching these crates. I think we should continue looking for Gundren.
Yeah, no, I'm down. Especially since they were described as dilapidated and rotting.
After a perception check of 6, yes, they were described as
Well,
rotten and useless.
So that's
I'm
kind of a
sorry.
hard thing of doing this because I mean, I'll just tell you, there's nothing of any interest in this room. We can waste our time having you roll a bunch of times, but
Does the
With
there's
every
nothing of any
roll,
interest.
with every roll, the patrolling cave trolls
That's right. Yes,
get 5 feet
now that
closer.
they've seen
the
our,
Balrog wakes up a little
now that
more
they've
every
seen
time.
our tracks going north, because they weren't anyway. Is this door? Does it won't appear to have a lock on this door?
You kind of so you don't see any kind of locking mechanism. If you give it a
Okay.
little push, it swings.
All right. Well, I want to listen through this door and see if I hear anything.
Give me a perception check.
Hey,
You hear nothing. You hear some distant voices, but they're clearly not they're not on the other side of this door.
Okay.
Would you like me to go through first?
Well, at least have you open it first and peek your head through.
Okay.
Whether or
I
not
would
you
like
go
to
through.
open it and poke my head into the next chamber.
All right. See if I can get this just right. You
boy.
see kind of a weird little antechamber, basically.
It's a Tetris block.
To the east is a door, and to the south is another curtain.
So many curtains in this place.
These goblins sure love curtains.
They do.
All right. Well, I'm ready. I'll go through.
Check
Well,
the
I'll go
curtain
in
first.
Okay.
I mean, I'll go up and do a perception check on it, and we can save a little trouble.
All right. So what are you doing?
I'm listening through the curtain.
All right.
Nice.
You hear what seems to be let's see, for a 16, you hear voices. There is someone in the next room. You can hear them really clearly because it's a curtain. There's more than one voice. At least two. There might be more. You can't really tell. Seems to be creatures that are kind of at ease and seem to be maybe settling down for the evening.
Okay. So Milo, I think this is like a bunkhouse.
Are you saying that to him over there,
I'm.
right next to that?
Hey,
curtain?
Milo!
Well, I was trying to.
Are you special forces?
I'm like hand signals, like
He's putting two hands next to his ear.
yeah,
and,
yes.
tilting
I
his
put
head to the
two,
side.
that's actually what I just really did in real life. Yeah.
So we've got 2 entrances to this room at least.
Oh wait, sorry. Yunk came right behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
So Milo, give me an insight check. We're gonna see if you have any idea what Derek just told you.
No.
So Milo is looking at you as you gesticulate wildly. You point at your eyes, you point at your ears, you kind of like do a circular motion with your hand, and then you point with both your hands, and Milo looks at you and just kind of like shrugs, like, what the fuck?
I think Derek has gas. Okay.
Derek wants spaghetti for dinner, guys.
I'll start cooking.
Grigor starts rifling through the crates. There's probably some noodles in here.
Okay. I want to step back and crack this door and see if I can hear anything through that.
You're going to crack it, or you're going to
Listen.
listen?
First.
I'm going to lean against it and listen.
All right, give me a perception check.
Well, that wasn't great.
Ooh, it kind of sounds like the ocean.
I'm gonna go over here and push Derek out of the way carefully. I'm gonna try to listen.
Oh, that's way better. Thanks, thanks, pal.
Right.
So
Did you
between
stumble
the
and hit
two
your
of
head on
you-
the wall?
Jesus Christ. Yeah, it. You agree? It definitely sounds like the ocean. Yep.
Shit.
Isn't that like a colossal failure or something where you like? he's not
No, I
unconscious on
mean
the floor.
that is an optional rule.
Okay.
We
Hey
have
guys,
not,
I got some water in my ears or something. I
initiated
can't tell
that.
what's behind that door.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Or it's
Anybody else
the
wants to go
ocean.
look? I don't know. We both hear the
yeah,
ocean, but that doesn't seem right considering this is the castle.
I'll
else
listen
wanna
to
go
it more.
Grigor goes clanking up to the door.
Clankety clank clank.
He his ear up against the door, and he can hear. Grigor, you can hear that there's two voices on the other side of the door. One is real deep and almost gravelly, and the other is higher pitched and like it just sounds like music. It's silky and smooth, and you can't make out what they're saying, but what you from the tone of the conversation seems that the deeper voice is kind of demanding, and the silky smooth voice is trying to manipulate it.
They're
So
talking
there's a
to each
sexy
other.
goblin in there. That's what you're telling me.
So
I mean, that's what Milo thinks.
I want to ask Young who's behind that door.
Don't know. Never come this far east.
Well, yeah. Should we? I mean,
Don't
He's
go
been
past
here,
mess
right?
hall.
Okay.
how about we ask Yunk what's behind each of these doors when we get into a room?
Well, he never comes this far east.
Well,
He
okay.
goes past the mess hall.
All right. Well, let's. Now that we know there's people in these rooms, there's other doors we didn't see. I suggest we go back and
I
at
say
least
we
look at that
barge
one
through
other
this
door.
door.
Well,
and
we've
murder
we've got one group of people behind a curtain. All right, everyone else is behind closed doors. There's one group of people behind a curtain. We might want to deal with that.
Yeah, because they're going to come up behind us if we barge through this door and attack whoever's.
That's true. Trying to think. Well, what do you suggest?
I'll
Well,
charge through the
so
curtain and
we've got
start
a room
axing-
here. What?
He's
I'll
just gonna
charge
go
through the curtain
berserker
and
mode
start
right through the curtain.
Asking some questions.
So we've got a room here with again 2 entrances, and I mean Piero can stay back here, behind this curtain and watch the crossroads there, and if anyone comes toward the western entrance to the room, he can distract them or shoot them with an arrow or.
Crossroads. Sorry.
Well, what do you think about having Yunk go through the curtain first?
Yeah,
He
it's
would
an
be
idea.
least likely to arouse immediate what the fuckness.
Yeah.
And at least
Yeah.
then we know what's in there, and then
Okay.
I can just run him through his legs and stab somebody in the junk.
Well, you're like the same size as he is. I don't know if you're going to run through his legs.
Oh, that's true.
Yunk, can
Big
you
frog.
Yes, Yunk is also small.
Oh, okay.
Yunk, I want you to go through that curtain and then come back and tell me how many are in there. How many and what are in there?
Why?
Because I want to
Because
know.
we'll give you a.
I want to know how much spaghetti
There's-
to make.
There's
It's gonna be too much. Derek, go ahead and roll persuasion. I'm glad somebody got that. So Yunk looks at you and just his eyes get wide and he just kind of shakes his head no, like no, fuck you, no. And in fact, he kind of takes a couple steps back.
Can
Nice
Derek? Can
persuasion.
you just peek your head through the curtain and? I
Yeah,
mean,
let's
if it's
do that.
dark in here, you can kind of just peel the side a little bit. Maybe you can see in there without it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if there's no light,
but they can see as well as I can in this, so that's
Yeah, but it
fine.
makes it that's why you
suppose
just
they
move the
can.
So what am
curtain.
I doing?
It's not like you
Yes,
whip
it
the
depends
curtain.
on what's on the other side of that.
It's not like you whip the curtain open, just a little bit.
Just enough
So-
for an eyeball.
All right, Derek. So describe to me what you would like to be doing.
I'm going to get down on my hands and knees, and I'm going to lift up the bottom corner of the curtain as unobtrusively as I can.
I will let you decide if you want to use the stealth roll you made when you entered the castle, or if you would like to roll again. But whatever you decide, you're going with that.
and you rolled a
13.
13.
So I rolled a 12, or no, a 14.
Minus
13.
1.
You got a 13.
Yeah.
And you didn't do it at disadvantage, which you should have. So if I've now remembered that if you roll again, you'll do it at disadvantage because
Oh.
you're wearing clinky clanky chainmail.
Well, then I think I'm gonna just leave it with the roll I had.
All right, so
I
you're
don't
going
see any
to.
part of this getting better. So
So to be clear, you're voluntarily going prone onto your hands and
yeah.
knees to lift up the bottom of the curtain.
Okay. You know, when you
That is the
describe
plan
it
of
that
record,
way,
yes.
I'm gonna lean against the easternmost wall and just pull the curtain away from the wall.
I start to climb down onto my old man knees, and I realize this is a terrible idea.
Yeah.
Oh! All right, so I need to quick just check on this character. Oh, fuck it, I'll do that later. Hopefully, this character sheet is not set up the same way Yunk's is, because you guys shouldn't see the outcome of this roll. But
You could
I
roll
need
physical
to
dice in the
roll-
real world. If you had
that
any.
would take. I do have some, and they're not that far away, but
That's also a lot of work.
all right. So your stealth was a 13, correct?
Correct.
All right. Let's see here. Make sure I don't show you too much. So you peek through the curtain, and you see
Oh!
there are folks in there.
They look.
They do not appear to have noticed you.
What is that?
What are those cat men?
Can't
Sure.
man.
No.
Do I recognize them as a species? I mean, I should probably do like what is that? A knowledge check?
Do a history check, I guess.
Oh Jesus. Hey, that's okay.
Nope.
I have a quick question before we move on.
Okay.
Uh,
Alrighty.
so this door here, what direction does this open?
What direction does it open?
Yes, does it
It
swing?
opens out into the hallway.
Okay, and what about the door
Actually, I
up by
lied.
Grigor?
I'm sorry, it opens into the room that they are in.
How
Okay.
about this door?
Because that's more secure, because that's where the hinges are in that room.
Yeah.
Similar with the tower room.
Okay, how about that door that the other one is seemingly close to?
What about it?
Does that open into
It
the
opens
room?
into that room.
Okay. Is he leaned up against the door or close to it?
Nope, he's just standing there.
Is he within range of the door? Like if it was kicked in? Would
Well,
it
he's adjacent
impact
to it.
One can only speculate. If I do this, can you see his health bar?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. I think I want that. We'll see what happens.
Okay. I'm going to step away from the curtain. And
Alright,
I'm going
so-
to...
I don't think
I'm
we
gonna-
want to go through this door with these two guys behind us.
No.
No, they look. Yeah.
Do we want to explore somewhere else in the castle, or do we want to start a fight?
Well, we got other doors, but we're not going to be able to figure out what's behind them without.
think we didn't listen to at least the door on in the west part of the hallway space.
That one?
Maybe Piero, do you want to go and at least listen to it?
Sure.
Just that door. Just listen out there and see. If
I
you
will
hear
go and
what's-
listen at the
might be
door.
behind there.
Would you like a perception check?
Yes, please.
Really
The
good.
ocean's behind the door.
Sounds like a door.
I come,
You do not hear any voices or anything.
I come scurrying back. There's a door.
Okay, so I'm going to get as far away from the curtain as possible, and I'm going to describe the room. Piero, you should hang here so you can hear me.
I'm watching this curtain.
Okay,
You want to
fine.
go back into the other room? We
Yeah, I'm going to...
All right, tell us to all go in the other room.
Yeah.
And we'll all go in the other room.
I'm pointing, and I ran through the curtain, and hopefully you guys follow me.
Special forces stuff.
Yeah,
All right.
this was easier. This is just... I did, like, walkie fingers and pointed.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Everyone give me an insight. No.
Okay. So, there's two large... Are these larger than Yunk? Similar size to Yunk?
Oh, they're bigger.
Okay. There's some large cat men behind the curtain.
Oh, cool.
They're standing around a fire. One is not far from the curtain. The other one is close to the other door. But there's just the two of them in there. But there's another door beyond at the other end of the room, at the south end of the room.
Okay.
Well, what are they doing in there?
They seem to be just kind of chit-chatting a little and
What kind of a
winding
room
down.
is it?
There's some bunks on the ground.
You think maybe they'll be asleep soon? Could we
I-
sneak
I-
in there and
I-
cut their throats after they go to bed?
What time is it? Do we know? I mean, was it dark? I don't remember. It was about.
dark.
It was getting dark as we were coming in the castle, right? So it's probably dark.
The sun was starting to set as you made your way in. And it's been like maybe 2 minutes.
Okay. I
I mean, it's entirely possible they could also walk out here to go piss outside, or I don't know, maybe they piss on their beds. Maybe they got a litter box in the corner. I don't know.
They are catmen.
that's not a bad idea though. Waiting to see if they can
Yeah.
go to sleep.
We could
Like,
wait
kinda boring.
relatively safely in this room, I think, and see what
We can-
happens.
if somebody comes through here, we can surprise them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm down for wait at least a little bit till
we
we
can-
can.
We can periodically have Milo go back down to that curtain and see if they've quieted down yet.
Yunk, what do you know about the catmen?
Catmen?
Okay, thanks. Thanks for your help.
No catmen. Hobgoblins.
Oh. Are they
Okay.
special guards?
The hobgoblins mean feet goblins.
Ah.
He clearly does not like hobgoblins.
So if we have to fight him, are you
That's
going to
fair.
help us?
Help tribe.
Yeah, you can have all the necks.
Next in mess hall. Back to mess hall. Young starts heading toward the mess hall.
No,
Stop.
All right, so is that the plan? We want to hang out in this room
Yes.
and
Yeah.
periodically check
Yeah.
and see if the hobgoblins have gone to sleep?
yes.
Yeah.
While you're looking around, might as well search through the shit a little better.
There's nothing of significance in that room.
Oh, that's right. He said that. That's right.
There's really not.
I'm gonna go back to this room, and I'm just gonna kind of like inspect the stonework to see if there's anything we missed.
That's an extremely high traffic room.
Yeah, it is. But so, what's your racial thing? You've got a thing.
Stone
Yeah.
sense or
That's
something?
racist.
You got a stoner boner or something?
Yes, it's a stoner boner, I believe is the exact term of it.
Sounds right.
Stone cunning. History check. You get. You're proficient in history, and you double your proficiency. So give me a. What is it? D20 plus. Well, no, that's not necessarily true. Give me a history check. Just give me a history check, and we'll
My history is
add
0.
4.
Well, this is just stone cutting. It's not a huge bonus, Drew. It just gives you a little bonus to checking the origin of stonework.
I know. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So you hadn't really checked out the castle real closely yet because you were in the woods and then making your way around. And as you've been making your way through, being a dwarf, you've got a boner for stone, especially stonework. And you can tell that this clearly was a castle constructed by humans. You think it may be from about the time of the Falorm, that's Phalorm time. That is in you being a dwarf and learning all kinds of crap about different stone cutters throughout, like your elementary school. You know that the Falorm, that's an ancient realm that once controlled much of the north, but it's long, long, long gone. This castle, buried deep in the woods, has somehow managed to stay standing, although clearly crumbling, and mostly unnoticed because the Neverwinter wood grew up around it, basically. but this is a Phalarm. Not sure how it's pronounced. You weren't that good in school.
Okay.
But it is of human construction.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go back in the room and tell them this is a human castle. That's why the doorways are so dim.
That's why the doorways are about 8 feet tall. Okay, so you guys are kind of hunkering down and hoping that the hobgoblins, as far as Yunk called them, bed down and go to sleep. That's the idea.
Yeah, I mean, we'll at least check on it every now and then to see if they are yet.
Okay. All right. So.
Hey, Yunk, do hobgoblins sleep?
Yes.
Okay. What's bedtime in the castle?
Whenever. After supper. After neck. Let's see here. Go ahead. Those of you in the northern tower, so not Milo, I guess, just roll a d20. I'm going to have Yunk roll one too.
I didn't do it right.
Nope.
Wow, some decent rolls.
Yeah. Quick copying Yunk.
All right, so we'll say we'll do this for every 30 minutes you want to pass.
Okay.
Now, Milo, give me a perception check.
Herky jerky.
Assuming you want to now, so 30 minutes have passed. I'm assuming you want to now check to see if the hobgoblins have gone.
Yes.
Then go ahead and give me a perception check. Alrighty. A 3? Why you gotta make this hard?
I can roll again if you want me to.
Oh no, so you rolled a 19 on stealth before, so we'll assume you're still sneaky. You see that both of the hobgoblins seem to have moved to their bedrolls, but they're still talking. They're gabbing about the cute girl at dinner tonight.
I'll bet.
They are clearly still awake.
Okay.
What now? Wait longer?
Yeah, let's give her another 30
Give
minute
it at
roll.
least
here.
another 30 minutes, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh. Piero, Grigor, Derek. Okay. You guys can see Yunk's roll?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Seemingly nobody passes through. Piero, you, however, hear the howl of a wolf off in the distance.
Outside the castle?
Outside the castle, you just happen to you hear it and it perks your ears up.
Okay. So now what?
Milo, go ahead and do another perception.
Good this time. There we go.
Ooh.
So this time, you pull the curtain aside just enough that you can like push your head against the wall and one eye can see through. And the two hobgoblins inside have stopped talking. But the fire seems to have burned way down. It's very dim in there. You can't barely make out the first hobgoblin. But you hear some kind of regular breathing and maybe a little snoring.
Okay. I'm going to go back to the group and tell them that.
All right. So
I
now
tell
we
them
have
exactly I think they're asleep because I don't hear anything and there's a little bit of snoring going on.
Piero is peeking through the curtain to the south and turns around and says, all right, then we've got two options. We can either sneak in there and cut their throats while they're sleeping, or we can check out the next room and try to be quiet and not wake them up.
I say we take them out.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably you and me then, because we're the sneaky ones.
Well,
Sneakiest.
The least
Yeah.
unsneaky ones, the ones who aren't rolling stealth at a disadvantage.
so why don't you? No, I'm not supposed to be an idea guy, but why don't one of you go between them? One go on the far side and have.
Well,
Gregor
thanks
stand
for
on
the
this
murder
side
advice, Drew.
with his axe ready to go if things go badly.
Yeah,
Well, I guess I assume you guys will be. I guess I assume you guys will be ready to go if something goes badly.
Well, yeah, right.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go down to this room just in case they make a break for the mess hall.
All right. May
So,
we
Young,
attempt to be
come with
stealthy?
me. Oh, should I want to be stealthy.
I will. So since none of you have really done anything yet to break your stealth, I will say that you can use the roll you
Okay.
used entering the castle, or you can re-roll.
I'm gonna stay behind this wall, so if he does break for it, I'll have a chance to trip him up or something.
Milo's stealth roll was better than Piero's. So, Milo, you want to sneak around to the southern hobgoblin with your dagger, and Piero can. Do I even have a dagger? What do I have?
Well, if you have a
I have
sword, it'll be.
I have a great sword.
Can you borrow somebody else's something?
I would go for a decapitation.
Just stick it through his throat. Just
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
There's really nothing preventing me. So, all right, I sling my bow and pull out my great sword.
The assassin's favorite weapon.
Yes.
It clangs on the ceiling.
really. I mean, I don't know.
And since the only way I've ever trained to use a great sword is by swinging it in huge arcs.
Just point. Hold it over his throat and.
Yeah, that's no. Thank
Once
you for
it
the murder
comes time.
advice. Yes.
All right. All right. As you both enter the room, I'm going to make a quick check.
This door opens in again, right?
Correct. It opens into the room we're
Correct.
in.
If you wanted to charge through that door, it would work well for you because that's the way it swings.
Okay, then I'm gonna stand close to it so I can listen in case I hear things go bad, and Yunk is gonna be right by me. As I
Okay.
told-
Again, he's
Glued
Up
to your
your
ass.
Okay. So entering the room and working your way quietly around, it's a very dim light, but not dark enough that neither of you who don't have dark vision can't see yet. They do not wake up. So go ahead and both of you. So they're also both laying down on their bedrolls. So why don't you both give me? Well, who would like to strike first?
We want to strike at the same time.
Of course you do.
Roll a
Both
coordination.
of you give me an attack roll with advantage. With your weapon of choice.
So hit advantage, and then
Jesus.
That's a lot of dice.
Holy smokes! I
What,
rolled.
what just happened?
I think I rolled a 20. Oh no,
So
he,
did
he rolled. He rolled a crit. Holy shit!
Yeah.
did you hit
Fuck.
advantage?
So I did. That's
So
why there's
you
two
roll
rolls there.
two. Yeah. Yep. And then all of your 2d6. I guess your roll was weird. The animation was weird, but.
Oh, so
let's
I
see.
think mine is. I don't think I rolled a crit, but I don't know why it says. No, I didn't roll a
Was
crit. He did, which is why
Right, you rolled it. Yeah, you rolled 16
Yeah, I think so.
plus 2, which somehow gives you 22. What the fuck? Why is it? Oh, that's your strength modifier. Your
Yeah,
weapon is
so
your weapon
great
is
sword
plus
is
2
plus
and you're
4.
proficient with it. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Anyway, that's enough to hit for both of you. The Milo's hobgoblin is not going to wake up.
Hey.
because you did 8 damage to it. Or no, 11 damage to it.
He did 19.
Well, he doesn't get the sneak damage because he did.
Why would he not get his sneak attack
Or
damage?
does he?
I'm pretty sure I snuck off on him.
Sneak attack is.
Oh, I guess I didn't realize I had
If
that.
the target isn't aware of you and it's your first attack of the round,
So the chat
There's
is
like a
saying-
bunch of like it's actually really hard to do, or somebody can be adjacent to
Yeah.
them, and that's why he usually gets it.
Yardisip is saying if you attack and hit an unconscious person, it auto crits. I don't know.
Once
enough
per
to know if
turn, you
that's
hit a
true.
creature with a dexterity-based attack, and you have advantage on the attack roll. Oh yeah, you. So yes, you had it since you had advantage, because they were prone and or unconscious. You do get that. Either way, it's plenty enough to kill Hobgoblin number 1.
Schlurk.
Okay, what did I just hit? Then make sure I have the right guy. Sorry, what was that about auto crit?
If you attack and hit an unconscious person with an attack, it auto crits.
Is that in the basic rules?
I don't know. That's
I'm not asking you, really. I'm
oh,
just asking.
sorry.
Right. I'm not going to agree that sleeping means unconscious.
Yeah, no, it just says attack rolls against... the unconscious status is on page 172 of the basic rules. And it says that if any attack against the creature has advantage, and any attack that hits the creature is a crit if the attacker is within 5 feet. Okay, so...
Right.
It-
So
it
I'm
actually
ruling
is.
I'm ruling this as they're prone but not unconscious.
Okay.
So prone gives an attacker within 5 feet advantage. That's why you guys both rolled with advantage.
Fair enough.
Um,
They're dozing off, but they're not unconscious.
They are dozing off, but they are not unconscious. Hobgoblin to the south is, however, dead now. Hobgoblin to the north is not dead because the great sword, it's not really a great weapon for slitting throats.
Yeah, but if he's just slamming it down into the guy's throat.
You know, I put the point at his throat at the base of his skull, and I just sort of leaned into him, and maybe I accidentally hit a portion of his armor.
Right.
Yeah, I suppose.
So, it didn't quite kill him, which means we're all going to roll initiative.
Oh, good.
I guess he's not gonna be able to like scream out though. Anyway,
Oh, shit. I need to open the thing. Don't roll yet. Don't roll yet.
Oh, and also select your character before you roll.
Click on myself.
Okay. Now roll.
Ooh.
nice. That's...
Wow, that's a roll.
Well,
Oh,
finish him off.
I need to roll for Young. Forgot. I hope your roll's real high. Not quite enough. Okay. Is that everybody?
Yep.
Yep.
My window's not quite big enough. Okay. So we're going to say not only was that a good sneak attack, that wasn't actually the surprise round. So you opened combat by slitting one of their throats, and both of their throats. One of them just didn't quite die all the way. Piero and Milo, you will get a surprise round.
Well, I've got the end of my greatsword embedded in his throat, and suddenly he jerks awake and is wiggling around.
His eyes open wide.
Piero's not used to this sort of gruesome violence, so he panicked. He panics and kicks his sword to try and sort of wedge it further into this hobgoblin's skull.
All right, roll your attack.
Shall I do it with advantage since he's still prone, or no?
Yes, you should. Yes.
Just throw all your dice on the table. It's fine.
Oh, gee. Yeah, that's cool. We'll pick him up later. So yeah, you kick your greatsword, and it basically just kind of goes the rest of the way through.
And through the bed.
And he's very thoroughly pinned to the floor by your greatsword. He is
Hey.
dead.
Gross.
Okay, end of combat. Done. Got it.
Combat done.
Nice
Hey,
job,
the
boss.
dice control it, not me. So this is where I get to we get to experiment with new ways of doing things. I'm going to try remembering to give you experience points as you kill things and end combat. So for killing those 2 hobgoblins, you gain 200 experience.
Holy shit.
Wow.
So, okay.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
have
Hold on. Back it up. I need to read better. 200 experience points total.
Total.
So
That's
right
what
now
I
I have
thought.
75. I go to 200.
Wait, I have 350.
I have 350 also.
I have
How do I only have
225.
75?
You forgot
Because
to-
you didn't update it,
Yeah.
likely.
Well,
So it
I
was
did
200
update, and then you took it away from me because it was broken.
Oh, yeah. So change yours to whatever everybody else has.
550.
And
Well,
then
no,
it's
it was 200 each or 200 between all of us?
200 total.
So
200
550 is what
divided
you should
amongst,
turn have.
So
you
two.
know,
so
I'll
we-
let you decide if it should be everybody.
Oh,
Oh, Jesus.
okay. So how much should I have before this happened? 350?
350.
350.
Okay. Well, then each of you should get 100 because we didn't do shit.
Yeah.
I mean, we did
I
set
mean,
you
you're
up.
on the other side. I at least could have helped.
I was going to help.
All right, how about we each take 75 and you each take
25.
25?
Great.
All right, sure.
Okay.
Nothing for Yunk?
No.
Well, if Derek wants to give somebody this to Yunk, that's up to him.
I will give 5 of mine to Young.
These aren't copper coins, Drew.
Okay, fine. None to Young.
Oh. All right. So
Yunk
at
has
this
been-
point, Grigor and Derek and Yunk all saw Piero and Milo disappear behind the curtain. They heard some sound, but not like combat. Piero and Milo, as you know, you entered the room, you slit some throats, and then did some sword kicking. And the hobgoblins lie dead at your feet.
Grizzly. I searched the bodies.
Can somebody? Well,
Well, I don't know that we should. Well,
You find nothing of value on the bodies.
All right. Then we should congregate in this room and
okay.
plot
now,
our next move.
I wouldn't necessarily know that Derek's there, so I'm actually going to go around this
I
way.
did tell you we planned this. I told you I was here.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
just
then
open
I'm
the
gonna
door
go
for
open
him.
This door.
You open the door and he falls in. Woo!
Okay, Young, come on in here.
You can come pee on these hobgoblins.
Yeah.
Hey,
We should also check. Oh, before we make any noise, let's check the door to the south.
Yunk starts
yeah.
teabagging the hobgoblin. Back and forth.
do they have
I'm
any
going to go-
feathers or things that Young wants?
They do not.
I'm
No.
going to listen through this door to the south.
So, Milo, give me a perception check.
Why did I roll?
Yeah, you still have your advantage.
advantage
bonus.
turn.
Ah, yeah. Let me. Oh,
Um,
hang on.
But
do I
both of
roll
those
again?
rolls are okay.
I can roll again.
no, you're good.
Okay.
So the first thing you notice about this door is that it is barred. It's barred from
this
side.
Hmm.
There
Well,
is
that's
a
convenient.
there is a heavy wooden bar in some iron or steel. You don't know metal, but in metal brackets that are holding this door closed. Pressing your ear against the door, you hear like a huffing kind of bestial snuffling kind of sound.
Okay.
Let's not open that door.
If anybody would like to roll insight,
It's a ball game.
It's a ballroom. I'll roll inside. I'm not trained in it. I'm not going to roll inside.
Hey,
oh,
shit.
Grigor.
Wow.
Grigor the noble's
Yeah.
like, that's how we keep shit we don't want getting out in.
Yeah.
There is
Like, it
something
could-
that they did not
could be
want to
Gundren.
get out in there.
Yeah, well, it could also be a jail cell
If,
for my
if
cousin.
Gundren's making that noise, we got some big problems.
It's a weird dwarf now.
Well, whatever's in there is not getting out. So
Yeah.
obviously we can search the castle if we don't find Gundren.
Yeah. So the door to the south is barred. The door to the west opens in, so we can shove some rocks underneath it and wedge it so it doesn't open easily.
I like that plan.
Yeah.
What a great idea.
Yeah, I
Where'd
just
that
came up with that on my own. And then we can check out this door up here.
Okay. I also think we should, like, cover the bodies with a blanket and try to mask the pools of blood.
Yeah, the old stealth blanket.
The old stealth blanket.
So who's doing that?
I'll take care of that.
The objective is to make this room inaccessible. Plus, everyone thinks there's hobgoblins sleeping in here, so they probably don't want to disturb them. So I wouldn't
Okay,
worry about
so-
stealthing the bodies.
All right, fine.
Stack them in front of the door.
Shove them under the door so the door won't open.
Do any of you have pitons in your pack?
Ah, good question.
Yes,
I do not.
I do.
The
I
rogue
do too.
probably does.
I have 10.
So those are like the footholds you can hammer into walls, into stone while you're stone like climbing and stuff.
Mhm.
One friendly tip from your DM: one way you can use those is to close a door that swings in and then hammer some pitons into the floor.
I'm gonna.
How
take
loud's
two
it
of
going to
my-
be to hammer some pitons?
Probably pretty loud.
I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah,
But it's good to know.
Let's start with.
Hammer some
Well, we can move
hobgoblins over
beds.
there.
We can move the
No,
hobgoblins.
yeah,
and we can-
let's start with just some rocks. There's plenty of rubble around. Find some that are about the right size and see if we can kick them under the door relatively quietly without.
I do have a hammer.
I'm sure you do, but that's
Is it a
loud.
quiet hammer?
Your hammer seems pretty great from what I remember.
Well, no, and I have a normal like hammer for the pythons.
Yeah, but we're saying that's gonna be loud to do. So we
Well,
don't
for
need
the
to-
rock, I mean, I can just nudge it with the.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Let's start with
Anyway.
rocks and feet
Yeah.
and
Great.
see if we can
Okay.
wedge the door shut. Shall we roll something, or do we have confidence we've accomplished this, or should we do something heavier duty?
So what? You're taking some rocks from the rubble and you're kind of like wedging them under the door
Yes.
Yeah.
and kind of kicking them into place, and then you're trying the door to see if it. Like first couple of times you do it and the door just swings open and pushes the rocks out of the way.
God damn it!
So you learn and you close the door again and you do it again and you choose some better shaped stones.
Hey, this
we'll
one's
do
shaped just like a wedge.
That's right. Well, you find one that looks like Hodor. We'll do. Let's do a couple checks just to see how long it takes you. Just give me a strength check if you're helping with the door, and for each round of rolls, we'll say it's 5 minutes.
Oh, I'm helping. It's a strength thing. I'm there.
So, despite the way I described it, Piero and Grigor find some really nice
Perfect rock.
wedge-shaped stones, and they just get them in there the first time. They kick them in place and try the door, and that'll hold.
For the record, though, we both rolled strength saves instead of strength skill rolls.
Oh.
Oh yeah, try roll the strength skill.
I mean, if you want to take the
Oh,
D20
yes.
results, they were pretty fucking good. It was a 17 and an 18.
they
We
were.
both
They
have-
were. Well, let's practice. Let's do the reroll for practice, so you guys
Okay.
stop fucking it up.
Those were worse.
And since those are terrible, we'll go with what the saves were. That door can be considered locked for the foreseeable future.
Okay.
At least you'll
Alright.
hear it if somebody tries to open it.
Maybe we should.
so
grab
same
this
question-
similar
same
thing
question
and
about
block
this
that
door.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does it open in this way?
That door would open the other way into the tower from the antechamber.
All right. Well, then I'm going to go back and station myself in front of the curtain again while these guys decide what they're doing with the next room.
Stick a rock under the curtain.
I'm gonna re-listen at this door to see if I hear. Although I'm hoping it's gonna be quiet now at nighttime.
Let's see. So, not having written it down or taken any notes whatsoever, it feels like the last time you listened to this door, it's been what, like an hour or so?
Yeah, there were
At
two
least,
30-minute
yeah.
checks
Yeah.
while we were
least,
waiting for
yeah.
the hobgoblins
Plus
to fall
our-
asleep.
An hour 20.
Plus our killing.
Right.
Well, that took
but-
1 second. We're extremely efficient.
Well, that's true. That's
yes. like 7 or 8 seconds, maybe. Go ahead and give me a perception check. The voices on the other side of the
ocean's
door.
back.
They're still kind of going back and forth. It seems less heated. The gravelly, deep voice that you could hear seems to have calmed a bit. The silky, smooth voice seems to be carrying the conversation now. They're still. You can't make out what they're saying, but they are still in disagreement about something.
All right. Well, what do we want to do?
Seems to be an important topic.
So if I do a perception check, would I be able to recognize if either of them are Gundren?
If you roll high enough.
Here we go.
So this is a listen at the door and see if you hear your cousin Gundren.
Yeah, see if I recognize one of them.
It's a very specific use of the perception skill that doesn't come out very often.
Yes.
Best you can tell, neither of these voices belong to your cousin.
Okay.
I think we should go in there. We've got this corner of the castle as isolated as it's likely to get.
I think that's right.
And I think we should send the loud one in first.
I think in this way, the fastest, the better we can smash that door open and surprise them. I agree with that's actually a better idea.
All right, I'm ready to smash.
We're gonna get out of.
So I see you've even gotten yourself a little runway, backed up. So you are just going fucking charging in. That door opens into the tower.
Okay, so it opens in. I'm not like charging the door. It opens out.
No, so
it actually says pull on it very clearly.
I don't think anybody has checked to see if that door is locked or anything.
I thought I did.
Milo's checked it multiple times, but he's only been listening at it. So, I mean, Milo, what do you think about that door, buddy? You've been staring at it most of the night.
Did it sound locked?
It didn't sound locked. I mean,
like
all the other interior doors haven't been locked.
Like the rest of the interior doors, all of the doors have looked the same. They're all just plain wooden doors. There's no lock. Doesn't appear to be a locking mechanism, except for the one down south, which has been barred.
Right.
So
you want to maybe stand to the side with your hand on the doorknob and turn it just before Grigor gets there, so he has an easier time.
I can do that.
Let's coordinate.
Coordination. That sounds like something we're not sure if it would work or not.
Hey, I will trade spots with Derek.
Yeah.
Okay. I have my axe. Not my axe, my great hammer ready.
All right, I got my axe ready. What do I roll? Athletics?
Okay, all right. So you're just gonna charge right on through.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
And Milo, you're going to try to
Unlatch
turn
the
doorknob and open it at just the right time.
Yeah,
You're right. At least
Does Young have
just
a weapon?
unlatch it, not necessarily open it, but just unlatch it so he doesn't have to break the latch.
And then are you gonna dash through right behind him?
I'll go right through right behind him. Yeah.
Okay. So a couple of questions to answer. Number one, no, Yunk has been disarmed since you took him captive in the cave. Grigor, I'm going to have you roll an athletics check, and Milo, I'm going to have you roll a
Dexterity.
Just straight dexterity.
I'm gonna use my inspiration on this.
Good call.
I feel like it's time, so I roll with advantage.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Yes, please do.
Woo.
All right.
Thank God.
Milo, go ahead and roll your dexterity.
Not the greatest dexterity.
All right. Derek, did you want to do anything about whether Yunk was armed or not?
So, was there some kind of shitty weapon on the hobgoblins? You're a search them.
Sure.
I
Yeah.
did search
So
the
there was
bodies.
nothing of real value. They did have weapons. They had a long sword and a long bow.
Hand Yunk, one of them.
Can Yunk,
Yunk, would you like a sword or a bow?
Bow.
Okay,
Oh.
go
A man
grab
of
yourself a bow.
refinement.
All right, so Yunk is now. Goddamn, hold. All right, Yunk is now armed with a longbow and 20 arrows.
He's got more arrows
Remember,
than I
Yunk.
do.
Remember,
I have
Yunk.
no damn
They're
idea how
real
I'm going
bad
to do
arrows.
that on his character sheet. We'll figure that one out later.
Remember, Yunk. Tribe.
Drive. He
Okay.
hops the longbow a little bit. Okay, so let me review the rolls here. We got a 23 on Grigor's charge through the doorway, a 9 on Milo's opening the door at just the right time.
Unlatching. I'm not necessarily trying to open it. I just want to at least get it so it's easier.
Oh, turn
for him.
the
should-
knob. Yeah, right.
You
I
should,
got
you should, you should roll something, and then like even or odd, he opens it too early or too late.
Don't fucking help him. Whose side are you on?
I'm on the stories side, Drew. Whose side are you on?
All right,
Mine.
so I'm gonna take Grigor here, and he goes charging, and as he gets to the door, Milo is a split second too late in turning the knob, and Grigor has to actually break through the door, but he succeeds
Come on!
anyway because it was he's running really really fast, and he's big ass.
It's real dark, so I can't see.
Really big eyes.
In the room,
Ah!
Oh shit!
he sees some stuff, and I'm actually going to say with that roll and crashing through the door, he had enough momentum that he's actually going to move this dude over a little bit and knock him prone.
Wow.
I need to find something
I
that
was-
looks like he's maybe prone.
Turn him on the side. 90 degrees.
I don't know how to do that.
Just give him a symbol.
We'll use this
There you
symbol.
go. Oh my god.
Looks like he's got arrows. He doesn't actually have arrows in
That's a
his
phenomenal symbol.
So for the record, I just want to point out, I didn't know it was going to work out this well, but I want to point out that I did position myself so I'd have a line of sight with my bow and some arrows here.
Nice.
So if there's a surprise round or something, I would love to take part.
So
Oh, I
Grigor
came
crashes
barely
in.
right behind Grigor.
He sees that this chamber has been set up as a crude living space with thick furs thrown on the floor to serve as carpets, old trophies hanging on the walls, and a large bed to the north, and a brazier of coals burning brightly. A round table with several chairs stands to the south near the door. Near the table, on the floor, if I can do this right, lies an unconscious
Oh!
dwarf
It's Gundren!
who looks badly beaten.
Oh,
Probably
no.
by that bugbear.
Is that
I should put something on here. That looks scarier than it is, but that just means he's unconscious.
is that King Grawl?
Is it? Yeah. Is it?
Dude from-
Do we recognize King Grawl? Or no. I was
Um,
thinking of the other bugbear.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. If is that him?
So you're,
No,
you're
the
so
one that ran
you-
away.
you- Grigor,
Yeah, King
who
Grawl.
is Grigor and Milo, who are in the
Mila.
room, notice that this is definitely not Crawl.
Crawl is the
This
one.
this
Crawl, okay.
bugbear is much older.
Sexy.
He's larger. He
Did you
is
say sexier?
Yes, sir.
sexier. He has an animal magnetism that just won't quit. But also he's scarred. Like he's got a big scar across his face. His one of his eyes is a little cloudy because whatever did the damage that caused the scar really fucked him up good. This is not Clark. The two of you in the room and Piero, give me a insight check.
Whoop.
Insight.
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 Oh, I'm on advantage. Sorry.
Wow, some really good insights here.
Piero and Milo, you're both like, it could be Crawl. I don't know. Grigor's like, this is the leader. this is clearly King Grawl.
King Grawl.
However, you also see a individual who has dark skin, seems to be some elven features. I don't really know how to determine if you guys would recognize this type of creature or not.
The dwarf might be able to make a history check.
I'm not in there yet.
Yeah.
Well, then no one else would be my guess.
No one else. To the north, there's also a wolf in here.
Derek, there's a wolf in here. Come pet him with your.
All right, so yes, bring a wolf killer, Derek. Let's go ahead and roll initiative.
My hammer thirsts for wolf cuddles.
I need to find a bunch of character sheets.
So are we gonna? I'm assuming we're gonna get some surprise
didn't
attack
select
roll
my
and things
guy.
like that, because it's got to be a pretty big surprise.
Yes, you will.
Find
You
out in a
will
minute.
get a full surprise round.
Well, at least I'll know who to heal at the end.
As soon as I find the actual character.
I'm so glad you charged in there just to stand stunned while we all do other things.
You're welcome.
This one. No, god damn it. Wait a sec. This one just straight up doesn't have a character sheet? Did I fuck this up somehow?
That's fine. He just doesn't get to attack.
No, I don't think that's quite how it's gonna work.
That'd be fine.
There we go. Pop this one out. And I also need a wolf.
And you need Junk to roll initiative.
Yep. All right, so Yunk is going to roll initiative. Wolf is
Heyo.
going to roll initiative. This guy is going to roll initiative. And this guy is going to roll initiative.
King Grawl, and there's this last guy. Can't wait to see his name.
Jimmy.
Jimmy the Dark Elf.
Can you see health bars on those three dudes?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Not on Gundren, no.
Yeah.
Gundren
Oh.
doesn't have one. He's dead.
He's not
He
dead.
is-
Is he dead?
He's unconscious.
Oh, I'm gonna resurrect him so he can fight alongside us.
Actually, that's a good point. He definitely needs a roll as well. Because he needs to make death saving.
Death saving throws. Woo.
Well, that's convenient for everyone involved. Okay. So, this was a surprising development for everyone involved, which means that I'm going to give all of you a surprise round.
Love it.
Yunk is going to go first. And he has a speed of 30 and thinks that Piero is onto something really smart. So he is going to come stand right next to him. That's somebody who's surprised, so now it is Milo's turn.
All right. Well, I'm gonna attack the bugbear.
No, prone bone the drow.
Oh, okay. All right, fine.
He's on the ground.
Yeah, I suppose he's the first guy I see. He's right in front of me. So yeah, I'm just gonna run up and stab him with my sword.
Use advantage because he's prone.
Yep. And a sneak attack, I'm assuming. Because
You will get
Oh, yeah.
your sneak
Right.
attack. Yep.
okay. All right. Here I go.
You gonna move yourself or?
Sure.
Yes. Make sure you get into.
Yeah. Make sure you
Melee
get
range.
between him and the wolf.
All right. I'll go on top of the table and jump off the table at him.
Oh, Jesus. All right.
Are you?
All right.
Yeah.
Flying-
Okay.
Flying gnome attack.
You're where the bugbear can hit you now. Oh my god. Oh, 2 7s. Oh.
Wow, 12 and 12, and you're rolling against the one who is prone, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
You miss.
Maybe you shouldn't have been on top of the table.
I guess. Well, and
Turning
then
around to stab the wolf would have been easier.
I didn't necessarily see the wolf was there. I just ran in the door and saw the dude standing.
Mm.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm going to use my cunning action, which gives me the second. I can either dash, disengage, or hide.
Disengage. Get away
Yeah,
from
I'm
the
gonna do
bugbear.
that.
I don't know
Go
why
back
you
here
went
again.
there.
Don't get in the doorway, then you're blocking the shots. You could
He's
hide under
short.
the fucking table and slash his Achilles.
Well, that's not a bad idea. Actually, I like hiding under the table. I'm going to disengage and hide under the table, or just hide under the table.
Okay. So that's your turn?
Yep.
All right.
There.
Kiro.
Longbow at the dark elf, or the dark figure on the ground in front of Grigor,
So you do not get advantage on this.
because it's a ranged attack.
Correct.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
Whew. A 24 does hit.
That's good.
And this creature takes 7 points of piercing damage.
Watch one pixel come off. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
right. It's not very much. Go ahead.
Jesus.
Would you like to do anything else on your turn?
Nope.
Next is King Grawl. He is still surprised. On to Derek.
Okay. I'm going to run in to here, assess
Okay.
the situation. I'm scared of the drow guy, and he's down, and I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds at him.
You weren't gonna try and heal your cousin?
Oh, should I heal the... Fuck. Yeah, oh. Do I see him, or is he behind the table so I can't see him when I rush in and I'm frantic?
You see that might be something you have to roll about in a different scenario, but you have you know why you're here. This is your cousin. You definitely notice him laying unconscious on the floor next.
Okay, then I'm going to... Fuck. Cast some Healy shit. What do I cast?
What do you have?
I have Cure Wounds, and I have Healing Word.
I mean, failing all else, we could just try and get him on his feet and then get the fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm.
If
Well,
Grigor can hold
Do
them
I have
off,
to do something to get him awake, or can I hit... If I do Healing Word and it gives him a few points, does that wake him back up?
as soon as
So
he has
he-
hit points.
So he's unconscious and currently unstable. So if you get him to, so he has 0 hit points. In order to get him stable, you have to either heal him, which would be like a medicine check, or get him hit points. Once
So-
you do either of those, he'll become stable. He'll still be prone, but he will be conscious. And,
Okay,
on
I'm
his,
going to
his
cast...
turn, he'd be able to act.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds,
All right.
because that's a 1d8.
All right. Let me just.
And I'm level what? Fucking 1?
2.
Why don't I have any level 2 spells? When did that happen?
You do-
Spell
so-
levels and character level are separate things.
Okay.
Right. So you have 3 level 1 spell slots. You
Yes.
can cast Cure Wounds as a level 1 spell using one of your level 1 spell slots. And Gundren would heal 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier, which
one?
is Wisdom.
Oh. Okay. And if I cast it at 2, then it uses 2 of my spell slots? Spell slots?
No.
then-
If you had a level 2 spell slot available, you could cast it at level 2 and it would then be better. But you
Okay.
don't have a level 2 spell slot. So,
So
you'll have-
I can still cast. I'm only casting level. Got it.
Right.
Go.
That's pretty okay.
So that would be 7 plus 3, which is 10. And get your
Nice.
sheet out of the way. So Gundren gets plus 10 HP if I can get his sheet to open the way I want to do. Okay, stop lagging. There we go. All right.
Ooh,
Gundren is at full health.
You want to say
He
something to
is-
him with the rest of your turn? Like, run?
Get out of here.
Oh, he's also not unconscious anymore. I'll remove that really scary symbol. All right, is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice heal. Nice heal. Good
Grigor.
job.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna attack the prone guy.
All right, so this would be with advantage.
With advantage, I shall click on my X.
Cut him in fucking half. Get him a
Woo!
potty bag.
A 17 does indeed hit,
All right.
and he takes. Click on the right box first.
Take a little one.
A
Guy's
slightly
got a lot of hit-
larger
A lot
sliver.
of hit points.
Come on. Come on. Give me the box to change the hit points. I think I have too many Firefox windows open. There it is. Okay, he takes 13 points of damage.
So
Got him almost
20 so far?
halfway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tony, so he's got like 50 hit points or something.
Okay.
It is
okay.
Gundren's turn. So Gundren, who I didn't change the icon correctly, but he's currently prone. He's going to stand up, which will take half of his movement. And Gundren is not a warrior. He's not really an adventurer.
He's a fucking con artist.
He's a commoner. But he has a little bit of street smarts. And you know what I'm just gonna make a little roll. And he luckily knows enough to not move out of range of King Grull and give King Grull an attack of opportunity. So he uses half of his movement to stand up and realizes, holy fuck, the guy who's been beating me all day is still here, and kind of cowers in the corner but does not.
Does he know how to, he doesn't know how to disengage? He's not like a fighter.
He does not. He knows he's got absolutely nothing. He's
Okay.
number one, he's a commoner. Number two, they disarmed him when they captured him if he had a weapon to begin with. So he's cowering.
Well, I mean, you don't. Okay.
We are back at the top of the order, and it is now the wolf's turn to act.
I'm gonna get bit.
The
Don't worry, Derek's there.
Yeah, the wolf is going to charge on down to Grigor, and he is going to take a bite.
I look forward to it.
He rolled a 10 on his bite,
Oh, that's not gonna work.
and your armor class is too good for that. It is 17. All right,
Holy
so
smokes.
he misses. That is the wolf's turn. On to Yunk.
Did you see their advice for Drew there?
Yeah.
Drew, no. Do the inflict. Be true to your nature.
I know. I'm trying not to. I'm trying to be true to Derek's nature.
Yeah, you're
And-
doing good.
And Piero, you could have probably. I mean, Yunk saw you fire, so I mean, I was gonna say
So
you
it's-
could have yelled
it's-
at him and get in there and fire.
It's-
I'm fine. I'm
it's
fine with
Yunk's
Yunk.
It's Yunk's
Watch
turn.
Oh,
He saw
fine.
Piero fire an arrow into the other room. He peers into the other room and guesses that Piero was probably not shooting at Grigor. So he fires with his hobgoblin longbow. Which, oh fuck! I closed the hobgoblin sheet, thinking I don't need that anymore, but I do. Because I need the longbow. All right, so Yunk is going to roll this.
Hey.
Nice.
Which is pretty good. In fact, it's good enough to hit. So he is going to roll. What is the damage? 1d8 plus 1. 6 piercing damage on
Yeah, boy.
the shadowy creature on the floor.
Now he's at half health. Slightly less than half.
And then he's going to dive back into this pile of barrels.
Nice job, Yunk.
It is now the turn of the shadowy creature. He is prone, and that's not been working out real well. So he's going to stand up, which will take half of his movement.
But he's not going anywhere. So.
Let's see if
He might try it.
No, he is just going to attack. He will be taking swings at Grigor. I wonder what will happen if I click this. I don't think I click this, but let's see what happens.
Pray for low rolls.
No, that's not what
Didn't
I
he
want.
Oh, I am.
Didn't he have to use most of his move just to stand up?
His movement, yes, but he still gets his action.
Okay.
So, first he's going to try to slam Grigor. And he rolled a 14, which does not hit.
Oh,
And then he is going to... So, I guess he slams him with his fist or something. And he's got 2 of those, so he tries to slam again. This time he rolled a 22
Oh, I've been slammed.
and does 9 points of bludgeoning.
Jesus Christ.
I got you, man. I guess I
Oh.
won't get to do damage any.
And nice knowing all of you guys.
But that's his turn. It is now Milo's turn.
All right. Well,
Start to slow some ankles.
I think I'm gonna attack the big dark guy. Now,
That's
how does this
racist.
work? Like, whatever. Because you've never said anything like that before. I hid under the table, so good. What kind of attack do I get here again?
I mean, you can probably stand up on there.
True. I mean, do I get advantage in sneak attack, or what am I doing?
He's
So you
adjacent
won't
to
get
Grigor.
you won't get advantage because he's no longer prone.
Okay.
We'll say that you can actually stand under the table. If you were crouching under the table, you would essentially be prone, and when you're prone, you have disadvantage on
Right.
attack rolls.
Well, it's a
so-
tall table because of a bugbear, so.
Sure. Well, we'll say okay this time, but be careful about that when hiding under things in
Sure.
the future. So just be a standard attack, but since you have an ally that is within 5 feet of them, you'll get your sneak attack.
Okay.
Ooh,
Assuming you hit, and you do hit,
that was a terrible
you-
sneak roll.
that was
Yeah.
really a really poor roll for damage, but you do 9 points of damage. This is really running slow. Piero,
Strike well
so
with your
Milo,
arrow.
do you want to do anything else? On
Oh,
your turn?
I'm gonna. Yeah. Trying to think. Where do I want to go? I'm gonna move here.
You might
So
be
you-
safest under the table there.
Yeah. I
Stay
think
there.
that's a good place to be.
All right, I'll
Plus, you
disengage.
would need to spend your bonus action to disengage if you wanted to move.
Well, he said if I stay under the table, I would be considered prone and have a disadvantage.
Well,
no, he
it'll
said
be
normally.
fine for this
Oh,
combat. We'll just
Then I'm
roll.
staying under the table.
Can you make a second attack with your bonus yet?
No,
Or
it's
is that-
only
okay.
it's only dash, disengage, or hide.
Okay.
Now, what is your weapon that you're using right now?
Short sword.
Is that a finesse weapon? Do you have a second one? This may be a better question. Not that you have it out or anything, but
I've got a short bow.
okay. Then you can't attack again. All right.
Well, and it says I can only do a dash, disengage, or hide with my second action.
Right. So if you had two finesse weapons and you
Oh.
were using both of them,
I get it.
you can attack with one and then the other.
Gotcha.
But you're only currently wielding one.
One.
All right, Piero, it is your turn.
Piero is going to spend his inspiration and take another shot with his longbow
Alrighty.
with advantage.
Strike true.
Yeah, this would be a good time to. Yay!
Rolled
Wow.
2 13s.
2 13s. Yeah.
And I got 4 whopping fucking damage.
Yep. You
God damn it.
and luckily, so it says 13.
That's
But
minimum
on my
damage, by the
screen,
way.
it says 18 plus 2.
So the longbow is a +3 weapon, and my proficiency bonus gives me another +2.
Oh, there you go. Okay, so you rolled a 20, which is enough to hit. And you did as little damage as you could.
Literally the minimum possible damage, yes. But I will mark the arrow spent regardless.
It is now King Groll's turn. He, after seeing a rather abtacular human come crashing through his door and knock over the person he was arguing with, and seeing people really slash away at his companion, he shakes off the surprise, seems to look around and determine that the human who came crashing through his door is the largest threat.
Oh,
So
good.
he takes a swing at Grigor.
Nice knowing you guys.
Please stay
Remember,
alive
you have
long enough
second
for me to
wind.
do something.
Oh, God.
Oh my
Jesus
God.
Christ.
What the hell
He's
is
gonna hit
this? 2 dice?
Well, it just automatically rolls 2 in case it's of advantage. But he rolled a 21.
Why do we get to see his rolls?
I'm not sure. It
Okay.
seems like you probably shouldn't be able to.
No.
And I was really wishing it would just roll the damage. Let's see if I can find where it says. Here, I'll put on the advantage toggle. In the future, it'll automatically roll damage. That'll be that for now, but for this one, I will have to roll. I'll even
when you
use
rolled
him.
when you rolled initiative, his initiative was visible, and the dark elf's was not. So I don't. Maybe you did something different and got him visible.
I think the character sheets are inconsistent for the module. But so he will do
Jesus,
my.
what?
Oh,
Max
Well, you're
damage,
dead.
apparently.
max damage.
Okay.
18 points of. It is piercing damage. And
Remember, you have second wind. Derek can maybe heal you, and then you can use second wind and be alive
Yeah.
again.
I was going to use second wind, but I'm a
so
little
that
bit-
knocks Grigor unconscious. We'll use this super scary skull and crossbones symbol for that.
What's
Um,
okay? Somebody remind me. What's my hit dice do again?
Your hit dice is for healing yourself.
That's
Okay,
how
now
you
we
get
can't
hit
use it.
points back during a short rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not used in combat.
Okay. Is that all he's got?
I have second wind. I can heal 1d10 as soon as I am conscious.
So King Groll is he's satisfied with that the outcome and does not want to give a bunch of people attacks of opportunity on him. So he's done with his turn. Derek, it is now to you.
I'm doing cure wounds on Grigor.
No! What the fuck?
Wow! Grigor gains. He feels a little tickle in his testicles of holy energy, and he gains 2.
Wait. It's
What?
2 plus your proficiency or something, right?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, sorry. But wisdom's 3, so 5.
Yeah, it's weird that that's not included in the roll.
I don't. Yeah, that doesn't
It's
make
slightly
sense.
It's also
larger
weird that
tickle.
you rolled 2 d8s.
I don't
I-
know why.
Yeah, it's weird.
All right, hold on. All right. So Cure Wounds says a creature you touch. So you're gonna have to. Oh, you can
You
touch
can
him
touch
from
from
there.
there.
Yeah.
You tickle his testicles. Regains a number of hit points equal to 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. So you rolled 2 2s, so one of those 2s needs to go away, but then plus 3, so a total of 5.
Yeah.
And I am down to 1 spell slot.
Would you like to do anything else with your turn?
Maybe slide through the door. We might be fleeing soon.
Is there anything I can do to get Gundren out of there without him getting attacked?
You would have to somehow incapacitate King Groll,
Okay, so I'm just gonna.
or blind, or something.
We can.
I'm
We
I mean, you
fo-
can grab him and drag him. King Groll would, if he leaves King Groll's range, King Groll would get a attack of opportunity.
Okay, well then I'm gonna just stand here because that's what my character would do.
Okay.
All right. Grigor, it is your turn.
All right, I'm going to second wind. And roll.
Is that your whole attack then?
I'm not
It's a
entirely sure.
bonus
So this
action,
is a bonus
actually.
action. Ooh, only 2.
What?
Jesus.
Wow.
It's,
you
no,
guys-
it's so
you
it's,
guys-
it's 2 plus your fighter level, so it's 4. But
Oh well, that's fine.
oh, sorry, Drew. I'm
Oh,
just
plus
trying to help.
I know.
So you
All
gain
right.
it.
But you also still have your action, and can I suggest going into dodge mode?
Oh, yeah. I forgot how to do that.
You just declare you
just
are
say,
using your action
I'm
to dodge.
dodging.
I'm dodging.
And I look over and make sure I remember what dodging means. Until the start of your next turn, any attack roll made against you has disadvantage if you can see the attacker.
I can see everybody.
You can use half your movement
All right.
to stand up too, by the way.
All right, I'm standing up. I'm
Good call.
all about the standing up.
I will remove the skull and crossbones, which I should have done a while ago. But anyway. Okay. So I take it that's your turn.
Yeah, that's all I got.
That was his. He doesn't get to swing too. That was not a.
He's
No, his
choosing
action
to
was to dodge.
Yeah.
Oh.
rather than attack.
Okay.
It's
I'm
the only way
assuming
he
like
can stand
attacking
there and
himself.
survive, Drew.
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, I could heal him again.
And you probably should, but
Gundren is whose turn it is now. He is going to disengage.
Ooh.
he figured it out. It took him 2 turns, but he figured it out.
He's also going to do a real quick perception check. Oh no. He does not realize that running out the door would incite a opportunity attack from the wolf.
Doesn't disengage apply to all
He's disengaged.
reactions for the rest of your turn?
It is the rest of your turn.
If you take the disengage
So
action,
he's-
your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. Period.
Whoops.
Can't see.
So he is just fucking booking it. He doesn't really know where he's going.
He
But
sees
he's on his
Piero
way out.
pointing toward the north. Get out of here, you weirdo.
All right, so that's all his movement. He has escaped the room. It is on to the wolf's turn, which I now have to find this and click this and do that. Here, click disadvantage. All right. He is going to try to bite Grigor again with disadvantage this time, assuming I did everything correctly.
All right.
If you survive this turn, guys, we could retreat and leave just this space open so that one person has to come through the door and we can surround him with people fighting at those 2 squares.
Yeah.
Well, couldn't we also rock block that? Well, they could unblock that other door.
What?
I don't think we'd have time to necessarily do that.
Yeah.
So the wolf
I don't-
missed.
Nice.
It is now Yunk's turn. Yunk, like he did before, steps forward in front of Piero.
That's Gundren.
He's a bit
sorry.
surprised to see Gundren barreling down the hallway toward him,
Woo!
but is able to get his shit together enough to fire off. Oh, I think I need to change this.
Sure you're on the right guy.
This guy.
Oh,
don't
for
know
some
if
reason
this
the
will work
bugbear
correctly
attacked
or not.
again. Well, everyone's dead.
You're all dead. Yep. He rolled a 20.
Oh!
Arrow flies true. Well, he rolled a 20, not a 20.
Damn it.
A total
Right.
of 20, not a crit.
Yes. But his arrow does 4 points of piercing damage. And then he's going to dive right back into those barrels because they are comfy and cozy and not in the least bit scary to him.
Full of necks.
And full of necks. He found a barrel full of rotten old chicken necks and he is going to down. Pretty soon, Piero's going to have to roll a Constitution save. It is now the turn of the dark individual who is looking pretty rough and seems quite perturbed about the fact that his negotiations apparently were disturbed by a barreling, abtacular human. And he's still pretty pissed at that abtacular human. And as soon as I find his character sheet, he's going to roll something.
No!
Not that one. It's not that one. There it is. And of course, I have to. Now that you've got freaking.
Disadvantage,
Okay, yeah. That's right, yeah, okay. Hit the gear. Down here. Do that. Roll damage, okay.
Disadvantage.
Yep, okay. In theory, this will work.
I hope it does.
The music is great for this.
It
by
is
the
good.
way.
You're
It did not
rolling.
work. The disadvantage for some reason didn't happen, but it's okay because he missed anyway. On the first attack, he's now going to do his
Okay.
second slam attack.
He has 2 hands. Unlike
This
the-
slamming motherfucker.
He's
Why don't
very
you-
metal.
Why didn't you chop his arm off?
With his second slam attack, he rolled worse, so he missed again.
Yeah!
Nice.
Fucking Milo, kill him!
Milo, it is to you.
I'm going to attack him again. Same thing.
Alrighty.
Whoa! Oh no.
Oh, no.
Damn it.
Wait.
16 is enough.
Oh,
Nice.
what?
To hit.
I mean, the D20 on my screen has a 3 on it, but I'll take the 16. You kidding me?
Yeah,
The
well,
D20 on my
that's a
screen
lot.
has an 11.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Roll 20?
I see 11 and a 3 and 2.
Yeah.
Well,
what the
11 plus
fuck?
3
I
plus
see
2.
entirely different numbers on your screen on the stream than I do.
I saw the 3 and I was like, oh no! And then I looked over and saw a 16. I'm like, oh, okay.
Is he dead?
The shadowy
Woo!
figure falls dead.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Fuck yes!
And as
Unconscious. We're not murderers, except for those hobgoblins.
Well, ain't nobody said I want to knock him out, so he dead. As he falls to the ground, you see his shape like change. He goes from being what looked like a pale-skinned kind of dark elf to a rather featureless humanoid creature.
Ooh.
Milo, you have used your action. Would you like to do anything else on your turn?
I'm gonna stay hidden under the table.
Alrighty, Piero, it is to you.
Piero gestures to the north, to Gundren, suggesting that he should run in that direction, and then steps up to this doorway here. What do you think? Should we focus on the wolf next, or the bugbear? Or should we flee?
The bugbear does a lot. I would attack the bugbear. I
Yeah.
think we're in this thing. We might as well finish it. I don't know. That's just my.
Well, how about you hit the big bugbear? Let's see if you can hit it and how much damage it takes. Moves the needle down.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. If you hit it, like how much doesn't
All right.
come off his.
Firing
far
an
that-
arrow at the bugbear.
That wolf's been terrible, so fuck him.
Yeah.
That sounds like it won't come back to bite you.
Hey!
All right.
A 23 certainly hits.
Hooray!
And King Grawl takes 6 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, about the same as the whatever that was.
Yeah.
You gonna do anything else, or is that your
Let's see, I moved 1, 2, 3, 4. My speed is 30, so I'm gonna take a step back. That's it.
All right. It is now King Grawl's turn. He is
Maybe
still
he'll-
quite upset with the human who barreled through his door and killed the person that he was negotiating with. So he is swinging his Morning Star
Disadvantage.
with disadvantage on
Isn't dodge amazing?
Grigor.
We'll see.
You should just keep dodging.
That's a lot of dice you got there.
Yeah, but a
Uh,
14.
Oh, I'm
Oh, yeah,
rolling as the
disadvantage.
that shouldn't be happening. But anyway, he rolled a 14, which misses.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
What the heck?
That was the lowest.
King Graal's Morningstar, as rolled by Yunk, as public information.
You need a more skilled operator running this. All right. It's an option I can turn on. I thought I turned it on.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Whisper toggle. There we go. All right.
Hey.
So seeing his Morning Star, he's obviously still shaken by the spectacular human, the tiny man, and the dwarf who came charging in, and the arrows.
The arrows
keep
keep
flying
coming
through the doorway. He wasn't quite looking for a fight, and he wasn't prepared, so he just kind of roars a little bit, and it is now Derek's turn.
He says, "Hey!" in hobgoblinish. Or bugbearish.
Son of a bitch. Well, he gets 5 more points.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it's funny because it says 1d8, but I see 2 roll on my screen.
Well, and one's a
Yeah.
3 and one's a 2, and I don't know what the fuck. It says a 2,
Yeah,
so 1d8 equals 2, so I don't
but
know why
it's 1d8 plus your healing modifier, right?
Yeah,
Or your
Wisdom.
whatever,
Which is 3.
yeah.
Which is 3.
which is
So
a total. So a total
you
of
get
5.
Maybe there's a dice there for your.
It always hits 3.
Yeah.
It didn't. It was 2 last
I'll
time.
be right back.
so
I got a
Alright.
whiz.
nothing
Anyway,
fucking-
that's your. Is that your turn?
I'm gonna run up here and antagonize the wolf.
All right. I'm not sure what that'll do, but we'll find out. It is on to Grigor. Grigor, it is your turn.
Okay, I had a question about action surge. Can I do an
Oh.
attack and then a dodge?
Let me get to
'Cause
your.
it sounds like I can just do 2 actions.
Starting at second level, you can push yourself beyond your normal limits for a moment. On your turn, you can take 1 additional action on top of your regular action and a possible bonus action. Once you use this feature, you must finish a short or long rest before you can use it again. I would say absolutely. I mean,
All right.
dodge
so I'm
is in
gonna-
action, so.
I'm going to take a swing at King Grawl, and then I'm going to dodge
All right.
when I am done. And I'm at normal, so.
A 12 is not going to be
Ah,
enough.
damn it. All right, I'm dodging.
Your great axe kind of it slices like some of the hairs off of his shoulder. He looks at it a bit amused. That's it.
All right.
Oh my god, I see Grigor attacking instead of using dodge. Go, Grigor! You
No,
can do
No,
it!
you dodge too.
I action surged, so I attacked and then dodged.
Oh!
So Gundren is going to. It's now Gundren's turn. Still has 30 feet of speed. So
Who did you hit for 8?
I
Can you roll?
hit no one
You
for
missed.
8 because I only rolled a 12.
Oh, 12. Yeah, okay.
So Gundren has left the building. That's all you know for sure. It is now.
Okay.
What's
I
that?
would have. I should have said, but run north, like to the woods. But I didn't. I didn't say I was saying it, so I just pointed.
You pointed at the canvas, so at least he didn't have to find the canvas.
Yeah.
He is now not in the building. That makes it the wolf's turn. The wolf, who saw a dwarf sidle on up to it out of the corner of his eyes, doesn't seem to care about the dwarf.
With a great hammer of petting.
That's right. He heard about this dwarf, and he looks forward to the petting. So he is going to attack the party-crashing human, who is dodging, so it should be with disadvantage.
Yes.
And I should turn this other option on so that it just comes to me, and then I can click on this, and he rolls a 7, which does not hit.
Poor wolf. I bet he
Wolf is
feels
like,
bad.
this is the wiliest human I've ever seen.
Are they all this bad?
It is now Yunk's turn. And I'm gonna just roll something real quick.
I hope Yunk doesn't follow Gundren out.
I'm just
Gun-
glad he didn't shoot Gundren in the face when he jumped out there and there was Gundren in the way.
So he rolled a
Gundren.
20.
Gundren's
on
running,
the
and
plan.
Yunk's chasing
You
him.
rolled 20 on what?
Oh, if only you knew. As far as you know, Yunk is still back in that tower.
Oh
Come
dear.
on, Yunk. What about the tribe?
This next would be the dead dude, so it's not his turn. It is now Milo's turn.
All right, I'm just gonna go after King Grawl. Same thing, attacking from underneath the table.
All right.
Oh,
And
Okay, this
8
time it's a
is
legit 3.
An 8 is not enough to hit.
Yeah.
Anything else you would like to?
I'm gonna stay hidden under the table.
Alrighty. Piero.
Well, we're moving up. We're taking another shot with the longbow.
Hmm.
18
18 is enough to hit.
or 6.
Do 6 points.
I will
That's
spend an
piercing.
action surge and shoot him again
All
because
right.
Grigor has given Piero the idea of using his action surge for once.
Oh, look what he did.
That's really neat.
Oh ho!
Whoa!
Hey, hey.
20 will also hit.
Well played. What the fuck's an action surge?
It's a fighter thing.
Oh, I don't have that, so never mind.
Nope. Anything else?
One step back, and that's it.
All right. It is
Can you
now.
move the I don't know. I can't see King Grawl's health bar very well because of the time.
Yeah.
There you go. Thank you.
Here, I'm going to try something else just because I want to see if I can learn.
Layers.
Hey.
Hey! All right. Look how good I am at doing that. It is now King Grawl's turn. He is still pissed at fucking Neo over here. He's gonna roll with. He's going to use his Morning Star to attack Grigor again with disadvantage, and he misses hard. Wasn't a
Yeah.
critical miss, but it was damn close.
Okay. He wasn't hitting
Uh,
something like for 20 damage.
It would have been a lot of damage, but he missed. It is on to Derek.
I'm gonna hit this fucking wolf in the face.
Are you?
I have a question. Is that a good idea? I mean, well, no, I'm just saying, like, if he's not that interested in Derek and Grigor's dodging, and the wolf's been whiffing, do you want to piss him off and have him attack you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no.
We'll see.
Oh.
Oh.
You'll whiff. He may still attack Grigor.
The legendary Warhammer of wolf petting strikes again.
Yeah, that's a that's a myth. Would you like to do anything else? Maybe like use a bonus action to cuddle the wolf, or
No.
gently stroke its red
Why
rocket?
won't you love me?
Is that a no? Okay.
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks.
All right, Grigor, it is your turn.
All right. Since it's been going so well, I'm just gonna dodge again. Everyone wants to attack me anyway.
As long as that keeps working, yeah.
Yeah.
The last time you didn't dodge, you took 18 damage.
Yeah.
Gundren's turn. He's gone. You don't know where he's at. It is now to the wolf. It doesn't really seem to notice the battle axe or what is it? Great hammer?
The
Warhammer.
Warhammer.
The two-handed Warhammer of Doom didn't really interest it, so he's actually going to take a bite out of Grigor. Again, with disadvantage. And he rolls a 10.
Yay!
Yeah.
Wolf does nothing else. It is now Yunk's turn. Again, Yunk seems to have disappeared. Dead guy is dead. Milo, it's your turn.
God damn it, Yunk.
Going after Grawl again.
All right.
God.
Oh, it was a 17 for a second.
Right?
That is not enough to hit. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, I'll just tie it under the table.
Piero.
Piero is a little nervous about Gundren and Yunk. So, rather than take another shot...
You son of a bitch! You're the only one who's damaging him!
Well, I mean, I'm worried about what's going on out there. What do you want me to do?
Well, considering Yunk hasn't done
Betrayed
anything,
us?
like, you haven't
Hasn't
seen-
actively betrayed us yet?
Yeah. He hasn't, you haven't seen any arrows zing past your ear.
Well, yeah.
Well, whatever. I don't know what's going on out there. I'm just hiding under a table, swinging at ankles, so I have no
I
idea.
don't know. What all right, I mean, we do want to kill
Well,
King
okay.
Grawl.
So yeah, you're seeing that Grigor's just dodging everything. I can't hit a fucking thing. Milo's apparently hiding under a goddamn table. You gotta know you're the only one doing anything.
3, 4,
I suppose
5,
you wouldn't
6.
necessarily know. I mean, other than the fact that you haven't seen anything of Young's arrows come past, you wouldn't necessarily know that he necessarily disappeared.
All right, well, one step forward. Shoot the longbow.
Hey,
All right.
At
At the
Grawl again?
King Grawl.
Right. So that's enough to hit. He takes
Abjuration
8
cantrip.
points of piercing damage. Come on.
Abjuration
For some
cantrip.
reason. Abjuration. Anything else on your turn?
No. I'm gonna say it takes at least one more turn for Piero to realize that Yunk and Gundren are running off in the woods together.
All right. That makes it King Grawl's turn. He's now really mad about Neo, who came running in and he thought he killed, to only have him
He
pop
popped
back
back
up
up.
and start dodging shit like crazy. And so he's going to swing again with his Morning Star, again with disadvantage. This time he rolls a 16,
Ooh.
which is 1 too
One.
low.
Nice.
So that is King
But
Girl's turn.
he's improving as he gets angrier.
That's true.
Yeah.
He is. Derek.
I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on the wolf because maybe that'll.
What? Dexterity save. What?
The target must succeed on a Dexterity saving throw or take 1d8 damage,
All right, and
which
so
is
the
only
target
3.
is
But fuck.
13. All right, hold on. I'm going to go over to your sheet.
I don't know why you're not attacking the bugbear after complaining that Piero wasn't attacking the bugbear.
Because I am dead set on
Sacred
killing this
Flame.
goddamn wolf.
You're doing a very good job at it too.
Flame-like radiance descends on a creature that you can see within range. The target must succeed a dexterity saving throw or take 1d8 radiant damage. So if he succeeds, he takes no damage. But if he does not succeed, he takes 3.
He'll take 3.
The target is 13. Wolves appear to be rather dexterous. But he did not make it.
Yay! Look at I
Nice.
hurt the wolf.
The wolf
Is on
Take.
fire.
3 points of damage. As soon as the game decides to let me change his hit points and hit enter. All right. Anything else you would like to do with your turn?
No, I'm good.
All right. Grigor.
I feel like I need to go for King Grell.
Well, maybe the wolf's distracted and you've only got one thing attacking you.
I don't know. The whole dodge thing seems to be working.
All right, dodging another turn.
If you
I mean, it's working. So
Yeah,
you don't have inspiration, do you? Do you have inspiration you can
I
spend?
use my inspiration to kick down the door
Oh, that's right. Okay.
and prone the dead guy.
Which I feel like was a good use of that.
So you're just going to stand there and kneel for a while?
Yep.
All right.
Maybe I'll start putting some dance moves in.
Oh, nice. All right. So that makes it Gundren's turn. He is still gone. That takes it to the wolf, who, having been set alight by a sacred flame, doesn't really know where it came from.
Okay.
Must be the human's fault.
It descended from the sky.
So he is now just angry and still going to attack the fucking dancing human in front of him.
Booga booga.
He tries to bite at, the hand as it comes down from the standard words filming. Can't come up with the right the disco dance thing, the pointy thing.
Yeah.
And he misses it. He misses.
Poor guy.
He growls a little bit, and that's his turn. It's now Yunk's turn, and Yunk is also missing. And this dark creature is dead still. I'm going to take him out of the order. That makes it Milo's turn.
okay, attacking again.
Hey!
Milo hits! He hits everybody.
I did it.
And he gets his sneak attack damage, which makes a total of 7 points of piercing damage.
Did you stab him in the balls?
Yes. Where else am I going to hit? Other
It's the only
like
thing
the
you
big
can
toe
reach,
would be
yeah.
the only other option. Yeah.
Stab
You're
him
just
in the
stabbing
Achilles
him in the
heel.
thighs. Oh.
Oh,
He's getting low, boys.
All right, Piero.
That
do
makes
your
it
thing.
Piero's turn.
Please, Arrow. Please do something awesome. Nope.
Because he
You're
said that.
attacking King Groll, I take it?
Yep.
Well,
Yeah, that
he was
misses.
trying
The arrow actually goes right out the arrow slit that's behind him.
It's
Hopefully, you hear Gundren go.
It's
Gundren. You
Um,
miss.
Okay, I'm gonna use my turn to start moving then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is as far as I can make it. 6. Is
All right.
the canvas still in place, or have they torn it down or shoved it aside, or can I see through?
No, it is still in place. It's a rather well-crafted secret entrance.
Okay.
It fell shut behind both of them. King Grawl,
Bring it.
going after Neo again. Misses hard. Yep, misses hard. That's pretty much it for him.
Poor
Derek,
kid.
it's your turn.
Cantrip.
Sacred Flame again. That's what I got.
No, that's light.
Right.
Sorry. I was trying
Make
to
him glow.
No, I don't want to do that.
Blind him with your light.
Nope. We're gonna warhammer the shit out of him again.
The wolf.
This is the wolf, right?
The wolf. Yep.
All right.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Ah!
Oh, nice.
Sweet.
Well, so you hit that 23 hits. You do 8 points of bludgeoning damage to the wolf.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm just realizing something. Do you have a shield?
Me?
Yes.
I think I'm carrying one. No, wait. Yeah, I'm carrying one, but I'm not using it. I'm warhammering.
It's not equipped?
No.
Okay. As I just your warhammer is versatile, so you can use it one-handed or two-handed, but not if you're using your shield.
No, I was casting spells and things with my two hands, so.
Okay. You gonna move or do anything else?
Good.
All right, Grigor.
All right. I'm axing the
Attack!
king.
Hell yeah.
Which are you axing?
The king.
The king.
Bugbear.
King Girl.
King. An 18 does hit.
Yes.
Hell yes.
8 points of damage is just enough
Yes.
to kill King Grawl. He did.
And just a little while ago, Smoothie Cold was chanting total player kill.
Little party kill.
Party kill, sorry.
Would you like to do anything with the rest of your turn?
Nah, I'll just.
Kick the wolf in the face.
All right.
Not for damage, just for effect.
Get
No, I'm
its
good.
attention back. Gundren, still no idea. The wolf felt that, so turns his attention to the dwarf that just fucking warhammered him in the guts. Does not have to roll with disadvantage anymore. He rolls a 17.
I have an 18 armor
Ooh.
class.
Nice.
Oh. I mean, yay.
I suspect that. So in your character sheet, if you go to your inventory and click on the little, if you hover on your shield and click on the little dot, you'll find your shield is equipped.
Oh,
If you
so I should
uncheck that-
unequip that? Okay. Then my armor class is 16. Which I feel was detrimental to what just happened.
So since you used your two-handed hammer to attack, you could not have been also using your shield,
Correct.
which means that the 17 that the wolf rolled
Hurt me.
does hit you, and you take 5 points of piercing.
Okay.
Would you like to do? This is still the wolf's turn. He's not going to do anything else, but maybe hold on. It is now Yunk's turn, and Yunk, you have no idea where he is. Milo, it is your turn.
I'm gonna come over here and attack the wolf.
Alrighty. $16 does hit, and you do get your sneak damage.
Nice.
So that is indeed enough to kill the
Oh,
wolf.
we did it.
We did it. Somebody pick up my arrows for me. I gotta go out here and roll a perception check and see if I can find a dwarf or a goblin or anything.
So before you do that, I think before you do that, everybody, so you're going to get 950 XP divided amongst the party.
So I'll take 940 and you guys can have the rest.
I'll let you guys decide how to do that.
Okay.
What is that even divided evenly?
Well, I think Yunk earned some.
Do we need to give Yunk experience points?
I feel like he's going to be an instrumental part of our team as we move.
He just left.
Unless he's gone forever.
Well, he might, but who knows?
How are you dividing it?
Oh, fuck.
Let's
By
not
4?
give Yunk experience points. Let's divide it by 4.
So then it's 237 each.
And a half. Or 230. Okay.
There's no half points, so
Right.
it all gets rounded.
So how about we each take 225 and give 50 to Yunk?
You can give 50 to Yunk.
Is
I'll
it
take
coming
my
out of
237.
God damn it!
Yeah.
It's gonna bite us in the ass. I'm telling you.
Yeah, maybe.
You can give him to Young.
So what happened?
3 of us are taking 237.
Is Young getting any? Maybe is the
Apparently not.
I'd like
Hey,
to
you can
verify
still
whether
give 'em
Yunk
to
is out here murdering Gundren or not.
question. Okay, yeah. So we did that. Go ahead and you know what? You don't even have to do a perception roll because you see as soon as I get to the right layer that Yunk. Oh God, I don't want all of that though. Has Gundren prone and knocked down just on the other side of the canvas.
Yunk.
Oh, did he think that Gundren was running away?
Caught.
Caught. Ah.
Okay. Good job, Yunk. You can let him up now.
Sure.
Okay.
He's in our tribe. Well, you should tell him that. I'm not.
You're not there.
Yeah, so thank you for keeping Gundren safe. He's a member of our tribe.
Okay. Roll a persuasion check. It's gonna be easy. Just don't fuck it up.
I have a -1 of persuasion. I don't know what you're talking about here.
No, we'll run.
All right, just let's wait here for you know what? You go ahead and keep an eye on him. I'm gonna go back inside. Someone else. Someone else go talk to Yunk. I'm an idiot.
Okay, I'm gonna go talk to Yunk.
Go handle your goblin while I look for my fucking arrows.
Okay.
Handle your goblin.
Yunk, this is my family. He's in my tribe. Now I gotta roll a persuasion too.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he likes me better, so I figured he'd like me.
That was almost the 1, bro.
I would say so. On my screen, it was on 1, and then it tipped over to 7. So Yunk looks at you, and you've been giving him yummy necks, so
Yeah.
he trusts you. And Gundren is also a dwarf, and he's can see the familial resemblance, and so he slowly gets off of Gundren.
I searched the bodies.
You search the bodies. Okay. Yeah. So Gundren, your Yunk is now off of Gundren and will do whatever
Okay.
tell him to do.
And Gundren's not unconscious. He's just down. Right.
Yeah. He was prone. He stands up.
Okay. So Gundren, we killed those guys. Was there anything in there that we should go back for?
My map.
Okay, let's go. So Yunk, follow me.
All right. They come back in. Off grid. Okay.
Where the
Hold
fuck
on,
did
I need-
Derek go? you zoomed Derek off the map.
How the fuck did? Oh, did I collect? Did I somehow select? Well,
Goodbye.
I don't know how to get him back.
Gone
I see
forever.
myself kind of, but I can't can't select it. Because I'm still I see my stats.
Maybe I can just do that.
Oh, there it is.
There we go.
There. Now there's probably technically 2 of you on this map, but
Whatever. It's fine.
only the one that we can actually see. Okay. Everybody's back in the room. You said you searched the bodies. The somewhat featureless creature doesn't actually have anything of interest on it. It had it's not even carrying a weapon. It was just punching. King Grawl has his Morning Star, which is not anything particularly interesting. No real loot of interest on their bodies.
All right.
Okay. Can
Should
I
we
check?
call it for the night here?
Can I check
Or-
this door?
Yeah, it's getting pretty late.
Getting pretty late. We have more doors to check, more rooms to check. We have to decide whether we're running away right now or what we want to do. We can save that for next time, or we can talk through it now.
didn't check this room.
It's true.
Said a disembodied voice.
Yeah, I mean, we're
What did
still
it-
looking for Gundren's map.
I'd like to check this room for maps.
So searching the room, and we'll assume you give it a thorough once over because you haven't. I haven't made you miss anything yet. But under Grall's mattress, you find a stitched leather sack containing 220 silver pieces,
Lordy.
160 electrum pieces,
Whoa!
I don't even know.
Is that
what
more or
means.
less than silver? It's less than silver, but it's still pretty good.
It's more than silver. It's less than gold. 3
Oh, you're
potions
right.
of healing
Oh my god.
and Gundren's map to Wave Echo Cave.
Wow. Okay, so we should probably Grigor should get a couple healing potions, and maybe Milo should get one.
Hey, if
Or-
I just
or
popped a
Derek.
hit dice, I'm back up to full. And we'll probably.
No, I mean, but just to have the potion
yeah,
in
just
your
to have.
inventory.
Yeah.
At the very least, you should have one, and then the other melee fighters,
Yeah.
Milo, maybe Derek.
Yeah.
And
I'll
then
take- I'll
Yunk
pump one.
Yunk can have a share of the money. I think that's fair. He's proven himself. I thought there was a chance he was out there being a doofus and killing your cousin. But he's proven himself a member of our tribe.
So how much you giving him?
Of the money?
Yeah.
Let's see. I
How
guess
about-
44
How about
silver.
hey Young? Do you want
Any
any
silver?
of the money?
Yes.
Okay.
So we haven't really, I guess, talked about what you're doing with the money. I'm assuming you guys are either splitting it up or one of you is carrying it all.
I would just-
Oh,
keep
I've
it sack for
I've
now,
actually
I mean.
I've got some gold from back in the town. We're gonna have to remember how much I picked up for those various quests, and we can split that up too. But we can do that offline. We should quit for the night.
Yeah.
All right.
And then
So
we'll
that's
decide-
it.
Sweet.
Cool. It was fun.
We'll be back next week.
All right.
Was
Well, good night, YouTube.
bye, YouTubes.